but I gotta do it, they always stay out of line. Sometimes I wanna just chill and land, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. I stay knuckled up, I'm in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they tryna cut me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. I'm in narrow hallways, running like it's a ball game. Hand tracks be tracking me to different doorways. In a maze, and I don't know what to do. Guaranteed though, I'ma find the emeralds. Don't call me Knuckles for nothing, I get loose. Sure bees fighting with them foes all the time, but I gotta do it, they always stay out of line. Sometimes I wanna just chill and land, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. Stay knuckled up in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they tryna throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. Don't call me Knuckles, give me a box. In aquatic mind, once was a cold pit, but now it's a water ride. Makes you wanna sit back, enjoy the life, and do things you like doing, get to shine. It's sure bees fighting with them foes all the time, but I gotta do it, they always stay out of line. Sometimes I wanna just chill and land, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. I stay knuckled up, I'm in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they tryna cut me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. I'm in narrow hallways, running like it's a ball game. Hand tracks be tracking me to different doorways. In a maze, and I don't know what to do. Guaranteed though, I'ma find the emeralds. Don't call me Knuckles for nothing, I get loose. Sure bees fighting with them foes all the time, but I gotta do it, they always stay out of line. Sometimes I wanna just chill and land, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. Stay knuckled up in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they tryna throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. Don't call me Knuckles, give me a box. In aquatic mind, once was a cold pit, but now it's a water ride. Makes you wanna sit back, enjoy the life, and do things you like doing, get to shine. It's sure bees fighting with them foes all the time, but I gotta do it, they always stay out of line. Sometimes I wanna just chill and land, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. I stay knuckled up, I'm in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they tryna cut me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. I'm in narrow hallways, running like it's a ball game. Hand tracks be tracking me to different doorways. In a maze, and I don't know what to do. Guaranteed though, I'ma find the emeralds. Don't call me Knuckles for nothing, I get loose. Sure bees fighting with them foes all the time, but I gotta do it, they always stay out of line. Sometimes I wanna just chill and land, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. Stay knuckled up in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they tryna throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. Don't call me Knuckles, give me a box. though, I'ma find the emeralds. Don't call me Knuckles for nothing, I get loose. Sure bees fighting with them foes all the time, but I gotta do it, they always stay out of line. Sometimes I wanna just chill and land, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. Stay knuckled up in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they tryna throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. Don't call me Knuckles, give me a box.
My microphone was not... It was muted. Yikes. Oh, well, such is life. Hi. Sorry. Well, you know what? We'll try that again. How you doing today? Are you having a radical day? Well, here's the thing. I don't know about you, but I already know that it's a radical day. So that, for me... That's a foregone conclusion. That's something. That's just like that's a pre-existing assumption that it's a radical day. You know, there's that's the fact of the matter. But I've got another question for you. Are you ready to live and learn? 'Cause that's what we're gonna do. We're about to live and learn, baby. We are on the cusp of the true ending of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And, well, you know, we're gonna live and learn. It's gonna be radical, and it's gonna be a golden time. So. Hey, oh, there he is. How you doing, Renji? Good to see you. I was worried. I was like, you know what? Renji's been here the whole journey. I don't want to get to, I don't want to finish the true ending if you know, if you're not, I feel like oh no, they were in the other, you know, streams, but they missed the ending of it. Like, no, I want to make sure that you're here for this final part. Welcome, it's great to see you. Yeah, we're gonna live and learn, but and some live, some learn. You know, to each their own. But you know, we're gonna live and learn. That's the way it is. To that effect, you know, that begs the question, what happens after you live and learn? You know, what do you do next? You know, like, what happens when you beat Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and then, you know, you're like, what now? Well, for me, it's the Chow Garden, but I was looking online, and I was seeing a bunch of really cool Sonic Adventure 2 Battle mods. Like, stuff that, you know, for the Chow Garden, for, you know, just general gameplay, for, you know, character adjustments, a bunch of different things. And yeah, I was just looking at it, I'm like, god damn, you could get so much content out of like just mods alone for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I'm sure a bunch of other Sonic games as well, but I saw that, and I think I installed a few more. I mean, I know I installed a few more. I don't know how many I installed exactly. A couple, you know, a little more hats for the little chows and stuff like that. But you know, basically, once we beat the game completely, you know, like there's beating all the missions in the game and getting the true ending. But there's a lot of emblems. There's Chow. There's, you know, there's so many good songs in this game. Why should you only listen to them once or twice? So to that end, I don't know how long I'm going to continue with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle now. I mean, obviously I'm playing it now, but I think I'm going to get at least one more stream out of it after this, but if I get, I'm not sure if I'll do 2 or 3 or who knows, but you know, I guess my thought is that even if I only do one more stream after this, it's Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I fucking love this game. It's not like I'm ever gonna just be done playing it. Yeah, like, this is a game that I very much so intend on revisiting, because I in my personal life want to play the Chow Garden, so might as well, you know, share that joy with all of you and have a radical time while doing it. And that's the thing. Even if for the Chow Guard, even if it's low key, even if it's not a ton of action, it's fun in and of itself. So there's no harm in that. But anyway, cut down these introductions a little bit. Just saving more of the discussion for the gameplay and stuff. It's fun to have talks, but game plus talking, that's like an even better combination. It's like statistically proven. That's why this platform exists, right? Because that concept is proven to be the case. But enough about that. Thank you, Knuckles Music. You're always wonderful to us. I think we've heard enough of that. It's time for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, baby. Let's get up and running first. And are we looking good? We are rocking and we are rolling. Alrighty.
File select.
It's weird to be back into the groove of this game. I've just like flying through the menus. I'm like, oh goddamn. Feels like I've just been playing this for like weeks. Oh shit. I say that and then I'm so used to going to stage select and just going to city escape. So that proves just like the rhythm I've got into with this game. But it's just the biohazard or the biolizard and fuck it.
Stage select.
We'll mess around. Let's save the Chow. Or do we? You have to get like a flute. Or sit down. Yeah, I think you need a flute for all the characters. Oh well. I'm gonna do this one instead. Oh, fuck. I meant to do the 100 rings. I just wanted an emblem. They're exiting. Thank you, but no thank you, Tails.
Stage select.
I want to get some chaos drives so we could level up our sweet Chow. Since we're getting chaos drives, we might as well play all these levels. Like to say, like I'm so used to just playing City Escape, but at the same time, that's from someone who's got all the every single emblem in the game. I've got nothing to gain from playing any other level except for this one, which is great for getting chaos drives. And we'll get 100 coins too. But I keep saying coins instead of rings, which is fine, but like they're not coins, they're rings. It's technically incorrect, but oh, what goodies lie beyond here? Oh, terrific. Ah, god damn it! Son of a bitch! Okay, well we're gonna give we're gonna give Ren powerful gorilla arms. That's what I wanted to do last time, but I lost the drive, unfortunately. I lost the animal. Come on. More coins, more rings, more any goodies you could give us. We need more of them. I am annoyed that I did that. I've done this like I've done City Escape hundreds of times, but this level I've done it like a good handful of times. This is one that I've like fairly accustomed to, but like this is probably my second most played level behind City Escape, but which the gap between those two is pretty wide, so that's not like a huge honor necessarily. But this is like if I'm explicitly farming chaos drives and I don't really care about getting rings or anything like that, I kind of just go here. Especially if I only want a specific color, because this level just throws so many enemies at you, and you kind of just get to pick whatever you feel like having. So, oh no. Probably shouldn't have done that. Those little boxes give you some extra height when you're trying to go up, but if you break it, you could fall to your doom. Not that that's happened to me necessarily, I'm just saying it's a thing that could happen to someone who's like me but less fortunate. Come on, there we go. Are we gonna get it for the left ones? I kind of like it if we did. Looks like we will. Yep, there we go. Put it in just out of reach. God damn! Seriously! Oh, great. Please, if this gets messed up right now, I'm not gonna be having it. But, hold on. Stick with me. I think there's an enemy in here that we need to destroy. Yeah, you sneaky bastard. You thought you could evade me. No, sir. Yes. Oh, I thought we were gonna get the flute. Laser blaster? I mean, okay. Would have liked it sooner, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Let's go back. Need one ring. Single ring. That's all I want. Thank you.
I did it!
You're just too kind.
That was a little tough.
Yeah, everyone's a critic, Tails. Nice.
Stage select.
Okay.
Character select.
Let's check in on our little buddies. I was doing a little... So I know a lot about... If it wasn't clear for me, constantly talking about Chow and Chow Garden. I know a little bit about Chow, but I always... You know, there's always little things that I learn. And I learned that apparently, the more fruit they eat, the more they... the closer they get to evolving, which is very useful information for our sake. Because this is a very long process. I always felt like having a Chow garden was almost like having like a little bamboo garden or something like that. Just check the video. You know, it's just like it's just like this tiny little thing that you take care of and stuff, and like yeah, like it's a slow thing. It's not something that heals. It's not like oh my. You little bastard. You sleepy little bastard. Oh my gosh, and grubs too, my goodness. Alright, Ren. At least you get your power. Oh, let's give Ren the gorilla before he falls asleep too. Alright, let's check it out. Look at that! It's got funny little ears. I did not think that would happen. We'll probably do something else besides that, but I do like that. Look at that. Those are some funny little ears. Oh, man. Oh, but it is cute. He's like a little monkey. Oh, that's sweet. I'm a fan. Hey there, grubs. Oh, so I looked in the mod installer. So like the mod loader, I looked into it, and we can have it set up so that chows that become a chaos chow also. Oh, we're gonna get the fruit. That's cute. We can have it set up so that chaos chows do not lose their animal body parts, meaning that grubs can remain perfect for his entire. Oh, and he awakens! Oh, look at that! Oh, he's so perfect. Oh. Good morning. Oh wow, he awoke right in time for like a little Lion King moment. Wow. Okay, grubs. I keep giving grubs drives, but really, what I should be giving him is lots of fruit. There we go. Hey there, buddy. Aw. Hey, come on. Chow down. Oh, he's beating his chest because he got the gorilla. Oh, he's a sweet little guy. All right. Chow down, buddy boy. Oh. Okay. Oh, hey, no worries. Welcome back. Great to see you. Hey. We're just taking care of our Chow Ren here. We gave him a gorilla, and he got little gorilla ears. Which we're not anticipating. He's gonna be a power Chow, but I was like, we'll give him big, beefy gorilla arms, and now is not the case. Here, we'll give you a little more grubs. No worries. Hey, sleep is important. Such is life. Oh shoot.
Don't worry, buddy.
I'll give him a bit more. Swim. I wish, you know, it's like this vibe right here, you can fall asleep to this. But with my, you know, booming voice, oh, what's going on with shoes looking so cute with their little tiger parts. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed the video. I thought you did a nice job, like, just syncing it up with the music and stuff. But, you know, what I've been doing, I've been taking my streams and, like, you know, splicing them up in little YouTube shorts and stuff like that to try and get some more mileage out of them. But, so you know, for that, if you want to, you know, get that video to, you know, in front of more faces, I'd say, you know, just take it and, you know, chop it up into pieces and, you know, put it out there for the world to see. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. It sounded like some newer music too. I didn't like know that song by heart. It wasn't anything from Sonic Adventure 2 battle. I can say that much for a fact. But I enjoyed it. Here, we'll do one more 100 ring run, and then it's time for the true ending. I was about to just pass them, but I'm like, for the sake of this, better to get them now. Nice. This level seems decently generous with rings. Alright, let's rock and roll. I was literally about to light dash into him, but I was like, better safe than sorry. I want to light dash into my death. Hey, what's going on over here? I do want to light dash into this. Okay. Okay, hey! Oh, shit. Nice. Oh, figures, there you go. So it's super new. That makes sense. Alright. Oh! Was I not able to break those before? Oh. Okay, so it's like a non-essential power-up. Oh, shit. That would have pissed me off if I screwed up there. Oh, sweet. Okay, we're in good shape. I'd like to go back to the Chow Garden first, but
Here we go.
that's also not too shabby. You know what? So here's the thing for the Tears of the Kingdom. Am I gonna play it when it comes out? Like, I'm getting it for sure. That's definitely my plan. I plan on getting it day one.
Stage select.
But here's my... It's the same thing. It's like, do I want to play Tears of the Kingdom on stream? Oh yeah, that sounds awesome. Would I also like to play Minecraft on stream? I mean, like, not like... I'm not like, oh, I want to play Minecraft so bad. Like, I like Minecraft, but it's to say, like, yeah, sure. I'll be competing with so many people for that. Like, literally, people with thousands of subscribers will be, or like thousands of, I say thousands like that's so much, like, or thousands of viewers, but like millions of subs. Yeah, you know, so it's to say that it's not that I won't play it, you know. It's I you know, I'll think about it and stuff. But I might want to wait for things to kind of teeter off a little bit, you know, while you know, while for the people out there who are like, oh man, everyone's playing Tears of the Kingdom. What else is out there, you know? Like maybe I'll play another Zelda game or something like that. Hey, I love Ocarina of Time, and they have the PC port for that. It's called like Ship of something. I don't know. It's the it's whatever it is for Ocarina of Time. They reverse engineered Ocarina of Time just like they did Super Mario 64 because people are badasses, and you know it's like we're living in a golden time, and yeah, what's that? Yeah, you know, so here's the thing. I've gotten zero. I haven't played a lot of Zelda in a while, but I've got zero opposition to playing a bunch of Zelda games because I like Zelda. As a little kid, I had here. We'll as I'm saying this, we'll do an Eggman level, get our Chaos Drives, and then we're going into the true ending. I keep saying that, but you know, I gotta play it at some point, baby. Am I right or am I right? But as a little kid, I had so there's this Game Boy Advance game. It was A Link to the Past, which I know is a Super Nintendo game. But they had a Game Boy Advance game where it was that and, like, Four Swords Adventure combined. Now, here's the thing for that. So, I played... So, I'll talk about A Link to the Past. But for the Four Swords thing, the graphics on it looked so cool, and the music sounded so cool, and all of it was just, like, more advanced looking than Link to the Past, just because it was like more modern. It was Super Nintendo versus Game Boy Advance. You know, there was just a lot more time to amp up the graphics, and we saw that with Minish Cap. But I wanted to play it so badly, and if you don't have a Game Boy Link cable and someone else with the game who could also play it, then you can't play any of it. I think you need at least one other person, and I did not have that. And there was no goddamn internet to help me out with that or anything like that. If they release it onto the, like, Nintendo Switch Online Game Boy Advance thing, that'd be perfect. It'd be, like, the exact way to experience it. Oh, hell yeah. Let's get this blaster, baby. I'm glad we're doing these levels, because we're getting all these little bonus power-ups, but, yeah, so like it looks so cool, but if you don't have anyone else to play it, there's like zero single player for that. So literally, like an entire mode for the game is just locked off unless you have another person. There's no like, oh, play with the computer instead, you know. So children just have to sit there and be taunted by that, like, you know, the kids who wanted Gengar when they added a Haunter or stuff like that. You know, it was just like it was painful. Yeah, exactly. It was it sucked. But for A Link to the Past, that was like my first real Zelda game. So it was my first real Zelda game that I owned. When I was playing a bunch of N64 games in my grandparents' basement as a little kid, you know, I'd spent like a lot of time there. It was so much fun, you know. They had so many radical games. Let's give some goodies away. Like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time were there. So it's not to say I wasn't able to, you know, I might have played those before or like opened them up in terms like put them in the console and try them out. Play, you know, that's a generous term. Yeah, exactly. It sounded so good. I really wanted to play it, and then I just couldn't. But let's feed our guys. I'm gonna give some swim to Ren here, just so they keep going to the water, and I feel bad for them because I don't want Ren to drown. I don't want him, you know, flopping about. but for Link to the Past, I played it, and I remember it was almost like I was a little kid when I was playing that on the Game Boy Advance. I don't remember how old I was. Like, I don't even remember how I got it. I just sort of, like, ended up having it. I don't remember if it was gifted to me or if someone else had it and they, you know, gave it to me because I was just, like, a starry-eyed kid or something like that. You know, it came into my possession somehow. Here, I'll give him these two so he's not crawling. I just, so, as a little kid, I didn't, like, I'll say this, I was at least, like, 6 when I first played it, you know? I could have been younger than that, I don't think I was younger than that, or maybe, like, 6 or 7, I don't know, but, like, I couldn't read a bunch of sentences when I was playing it, so I didn't really know what to do. It was just one of those games where I kind of, like, dicked around and stuff like that. But with that game, that was like the first time. Aw, he's got a full belly. Oh, but why are you sad there, pal? There, even though we're trying to keep you neutral, I think I'm going to keep you neutral. Actually, you know what? Hero or neutral for him, I think. But, Yosh. Yes, Yosh. Very Yosh. Very Yosh. Oh, so Yosh. Absolutely. Only the most Yosh for you. Very good. Oh yeah, we'll keep it going now. For A Link to the Past, eventually, like, I was just like at first I was just a dumbass kid playing it. Just like I didn't really know what I was doing with it. I was just kind of dicking around. But eventually, it got to a point where I was like, okay, like, I could beat this temple. I could then unlock this area. And then, like, I just started doing stuff to unlock stuff. And that was sort of, like, what got the gears turning for me. And that was really, like, the first time I started to, like, understand a Zelda game. And, like, how to enjoy it and how to get into it. We'll head out of here. I think it's time that we take on the Bile Lizard. Let me check the chat. I'm happy to hear that. You get a good laugh out of that, Tommy. Here, let's,
Character select.
Dr. Robotnik says, "This one's for you, Tommy." Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta build some momentum. Yeah. What if I want to roll around at the speed of sound? What if I wish to escape the city? Gliding like Shadow, too. I am the ultimate life form. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, yes. Yoshi's, he glides. The drift on Dr. Eggman is impressive. Oh, hell yeah. Damn. The chows are just looking at him like, yes, this is the man who feeds us. Dr. Eggman and his rubbery legs.
Stage select.
Cruising around at the speed of sound.
Story select.
Oh, alright. Hi, Amy.
My name is Amy Rose. I'm cute and full of energy.
Oh my god, so am I.
Professor Gerald activated this program a long time ago. Activating that program has caused the space colony to fall out of its orbit. Now it's on a crash course with the Earth. Looks like Eggman has tricked Shadow. He's such an evil doctor. I want to yell at him, but first, we need to stop the space colony from falling. We decided to team up and go to the colony's core to stop the power of the Chaos Emerald. We don't have much time left. Hang on, everybody. Let's do it.
Hey, you sound real worried about that, Amy. Hi, I'm Amy Rose. I'm cute and full of energy. Oh, okay, that's nice.
I hate it when
The spacecraft is gonna crash and everyone's in danger. Oh,
Look,
you
it's
probably
Shadow.
should have led with that, Amy. Does Big pop up here? I feel like he does. I don't know.
I really gotta stop whining.
Big
Everyone's
pops up
trying
everywhere.
Their best to help out, and so must I.
They have a nice
Shadow,
moment here.
We need you. Please help us.
It's all going according to plan. There's no reason for me to help them. Besides, There's no way to save anyone.
There has to be. I know that people fight over the most trivial things. Some people may be selfish, like the professor said. But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason to be happy. That's why you should help them out. Saving them is a good thing. Shadow, I beg you, please do it for them. Give them a chance.
Shadow, I beg of you, please, do it for me.
I wonder if Shadow also hears the music every time he has a flashback. Oh no, the edgy music! Not another flashback!
Let them live for their dreams. Shadow, I know you can do it. That's the reason why you were brought into this world. Sayonara, Shadow.
It's funny to think that Shadow the Hedgehog just constantly has Crush 40 playing. Oh, there's a tear? I didn't see that.
I've got to go now. I have to keep my promise to Maria and you.
Wow. He's so emotional. Shadow the Hedgehog just constantly has Crush 40 playing in his head at all times. It only stops when he's with Maria.
It looks just like the shrine of the Master Emerald. They probably designed the core like the shrine to harness the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
They made it very visceral looking.
Grateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair. All of you grateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, this guy's a bitch and a half.
Could this be the prototype of the ultimate life form that was supposed to be encapsulated?
Leave this one to me.
Oh shit.
Shadow, what are you doing?
There's never a dull moment with Shadow, honestly.
You run to get the Chaos Emeralds.
Like, this is a goofy game, but I don't think there's any scenes with Shadow where I'm like, oh, he's so ridiculous. Like, you know, maybe a little bit of silliness, but it's always like, okay, goddamn, you know, this guy who played Shadow, he's fucking, oh, no. I fucking love the song for this battle. Yes. Hell yeah. Boom. Like, as a kid, I always got my ass beat by this. This took me, like, over, 20 tries when I was a little kid doing this for the first time. Like, I just could not take this guy on. But I got so used to the music that it was like, well, shit. Like, who even gives a shit at that point? Let's get that. Oh, dear. No. Stop. Stop. Yes, expose your grind rail for me, you awful beast. Oh shit. I uploaded like a short with a little bit of that moment in it on YouTube, but yeah, I specifically, when I heard it for the first time, I was like, oh my god, like, I heard it for the first time playing it on stream, I was like, oh my god, that's like a really gut-wrenching scream. Oh shoot. Come on. Okay, see, it's not so easy to dodge those ones. Hey, there we go. Okay, this is going decent so far. This is not... It's yet to piss me off. That's a big plus. That's a good thing. No. You back off, you... No. It's a big, mean tail, and I want nothing to do with it. Right when I said it's yet to piss me off. Yo, what's up? Let's hear it. I might be going back, you know, if I don't see the question immediately, I might, it might be because I'm getting my cheeks clapped by the bio lizard, but, that's just the way it goes sometimes. No, no. And boom, there we go. Hell yeah. We are not getting swept in the goddamn current again. Nope. Okay, there we go. Ah, shit! Literally, right as I was feeling like, oh, we dodged it, we did pretty good. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's rock, let's roll. Yes, so right now I do have a YouTube channel called, it's the Gold Time Jack YouTube channel. It's just, I'm taking all these streams and I upload them there, and just like, you know, you can watch them. Oh, no! God damn it! That one was that was just a complete fuck up there, but just a you know, domino effect of terrible moments. But so I have the Gold Time Jack YouTube channel, and where I upload all these streams in addition to I've been uploading like full streams since the very beginning. You know, I've only been doing this for a little less than a month at this point, but you know, you can find everything there from the very beginning. In addition to that, I've been making some YouTube shorts, so those are all just like little highlights from the streams and stuff like that. You can also find them, and you know, we're not dying in there again, I swear. But that being said, I do want to sort of make, you know, more edited content for YouTube that's more than just, you know, repurposing these streams and such. I like doing that because we have a lot of radical moments in here, and not everyone wants to watch, you know, a 3 or 4 hour video just to, you know, get, you know, however many moments that they find enjoyable. It's better to just kind of pick out the good ones and leave that for them to, you know, to enjoy. You know, I'm like, for content creators that I like, if I see a 4 hour video, I'm like, hell yeah, let's rock and roll. You know, I'll grab some food, I'll sit down, I'll get cozy, you know, I'll enjoy it. You know, that's the way I like to enjoy. It's not my only way of enjoying content. You know, it's like I like the 4 hour video, but there was only 4 hour videos. I don't know if I'd be too keen on that. You know, I like a little variety out there. So, with that in mind, you know, you know, it's good to have stuff that's you know, for people who only have a minute or two or something like that. But, hell yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, it's yeah. You'll be the first to see all the new videos and shorts and all that jazz. I do not have an editor. No, I'm doing all this myself. This is not a big enough operation at this point for me to have an editor. That being said, you know, I've got a lot of just like editing skills personally. I'm not anything crazy or anything like that. But, you know, it's, but, you know, I'm able to get the job done, at least for, you know, where I'm at right now. This is not like $1 million operation or anything like that, but, you know, you don't need anything crazy to have a golden time, and that's, you know, that's how we're able to do what we do. But in terms of editing, yeah, I've got just like a lot of editing experience in general, I'd say. Not just for videos, necessarily, but like, you know, like, just writing across a variety of different formats, and, you know, for a bunch of different mediums and stuff, so it's to say that, I've got a lot of editing experience, so that's how I kind of do what I do, but and also, like, you know, this is, like, I've never tried anything like this before, but you know, it's like I've you know, like for just you gain skills through life. It's a beautiful thing, you know, just you know, gaining you know, like you know, like I haven't really used Photoshop or anything like that recently, but I do use GIMP, which is very similar. Like I used Photoshop in the past, but I use GIMP actively for for you know, like designing overlays and stuff like that. Need rings. Thank God. I've used GIMP to shit. Goddamn. There we go. Beautiful. Let me check the chat. Well, I think for right now, come back to me on that. I'll you know, I right now I'm not in the market for an editor. I really appreciate it, honestly. That's very kind of you. But honestly, like right now, all I'm looking for is fans. That being said, so here's what I'll say right now. Right now, I am not looking for an editor. That's just like I like having. Oh shoot, am I able to? Oh, I gotta like zip through here. There we go. So yeah, I'm not looking for an editor right now because I like having, you know, just control over everything and stuff like that. I'm not doing any crazy operation or anything like that. But that being said, you know, I believe connections matter. I believe, you know, building dynamics and things like that. And offering to do it for free, that's super generous. But so that being said, you know, it's to say, if I had an editor, I'd want to pay them. I'd want to, you know, like it's like if there's work that deserves pay, it should be done, you know. It's like that's my thought for it, you know. But it's not like, you know, free work is great and stuff. I don't want to talk over them, but I'll finish my thought. But that said, you know, I hope that I find more success as time goes on. I hope that I'm able to reach more people. I hope that Golden Time Jack and just the Golden Time experience is able to spread beyond this. Just, you know, see growth. So that being said, there might damn well come a day where I need an editor. So, you know, the moment I go looking for an editor, I'll know that you know, offer to do this for free, and you know, I'll probably come in with a better offer than completely free by the time that happens. But it's to say that, you know, like, you're part of the journey, and I think that it deserves to be rewarded within its own right. So if I'm able to, you know, ever help with that, you know, you'll hear it from me. You'll hear it here first, but you'll hear it from me first. But I think this is the moment we've been waiting for. Oh shit! Here we go. And yet they still say video games aren't art. If someone ever says video games aren't art, they haven't played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Check the chat now, but oh really? Goddamn, Sega stole a clip from your video. Yikes. Must have been so goddamn good. But yeah, thank you for the offer. Truthfully, I'm really grateful for it. And honestly, like, it's to say that, like, I'm not even a month in. You know, this is the beginning. You know, you go to Jacksepticeye or like or PewDiePie or whoever. You know, oh, 20 years in advance. That's funny. You know, you go to, you know, any of those guys, they start somewhere, you know, they, you know, there's humble beginnings, and, you know, it's, you know, I don't want to call this humble beginnings. Like, I don't know. I'm having a good time, you know? Like, humble begin. If this is humble beginnings, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty radical. But, you know, we all start somewhere. That's a beautiful part of the journey, you know? And you know, it's, you can't get somewhere without starting with the beginning. Hell, we start with City Escape, and now we're about to live and learn, so... That's, if that's not rewarding, I don't know what is. It's time to rock and roll. Oh, shoot.
Aim for the red swelling area.
Crap, how do I... Oh, I gotta use B to go down, I see. There we... Oh, what the heck? Hey, there we go. Alright.
Shadow, let me collect rings. Keep him busy for a while. Sonic, leave it to me. I'll destroy it.
Let's rock and roll, Shadow. Oh, shit. Don't. Boom. Oh. Thanks. There we go. Hell yeah.
Can both of you hear me? Atmosphere entry in about 4 minutes. Hurry.
Hold on. You know what? I just had a random idea. And this is just a general thing. But Mystic, you know what? So I'm doing YouTube shorts and stuff. Honestly, you know what helped me? Yeah, we're gonna goddamn live and learn. You know what'd be awesome? Like, if there's a moment that you enjoy or something like that, clip it. You know, like, if you clip a clip that you think is enjoyable, that you like, or something that you just think, you know, would make for a good... That's what I'm doing right now for YouTube shorts. So, if you like it, you know, hell, like, it might end up in a YouTube short. So that's, you know, that's sort of like being an editor in a sense. But, you know, that's, You're asking to help, and I really appreciate that. And, you know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, thank you so much. But no, I don't need anything. Like, no, like you're being generous. So least I could do is, you know, like, think of a way to, you know, like, hey, want to help? Like, hell yeah, you know, like, I can think of a way that, you know, like, you know, we could. It's just doing that little extra bit more, you know. It's you know, like it's the reason I like having chat interactions and stuff. It could be like, oh yeah, cool, thanks, you know, whatever. Like I just be like, you know, half-ass it, but like you know, like so it's trying to do a little bit more. I should try and do a little bit more, you know. That's I think that's how we make this world a better place. Oh shit, bitch. The lasers in these games are relentless. Jeez. I do not know what hit me there, but alright. Just like resisted a bit, or thank you, couldn't agree more. Hey, there we go. Radical, thank you. Seriously, that's like whoa. Is that supposed to happen? Here I come, you damn!
Can you both hear me? The ark is close to the earth. Please hurry up.
Shit. There we go, hell yeah. Oh, he did not care for that one bit.
This is working. How are you doing? We've almost
If
done.
you beg on, if you follow. Yo, there we go. Gutha, he says. Does he have enough energy to change into super form? Oh, Sonic does, okay. Yeah, we're gonna live and learn, baby. Oh no, he doesn't! We gotta end this! The people of Earth. For all the humans over on the planet Earth. And also, you know, not to say that this is more important or anything, but, you know, my Chow Garden is also at stake here. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. This is bad. This is bad. Shadow. Book it. Book it. Go fast. Oh. Hey, there we. Oh, thank God. That could have been bad. Yeah, and echidnas could breathe in space. Really, everyone could breathe in space for some reason. Which, you know, I think this situation is. For this situation, I'd prefer that they be able to breathe in space as opposed to not being able to breathe in space. Otherwise, this would be a really sad game. I'm glad they can. I think it's a good thing. God damn, that laser is relentless. God, that. Stop that. Ha ha ha, Sonic. Yo! The Bile Lizard has like a tiger scream.
Did you really think you had a chance?
That was so awesome, Sonic. Let's go home and be best friends. Couldn't agree more, Shadow. I'm glad that we're pals now.
No way that's getting through.
Let's go back to Earth and be buddies.
Shadow, I beg of you,
Maria.
give them a chance to be happy.
Now, Shadow. Chaos control.
Maria, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
On the plus side, some lucky boy on Earth is gonna get an entire Shadow the Hedgehog all to himself. And I think there's beauty in that. Oh, the clay people are happy. That's nice. Where's Shadow?
Where is Shadow? Do you really think that the professor created him, Shadow, to carry out the revenge on all those who live here on Earth?
He was what he was. A brave and heroic hedgehog who gave his life to save this planet. Shadow the Hedgehog.
I guess you're right.
He's a hero.
As a child, I looked up to my grandfather.
I know that he comes out with the ring and it's meant to be like, oh yeah, he didn't make
He
it.
was my hero. And I wanted
What if he
to
just came back like holding his air shoes, like
Did
he didn't
really
make it.
mean to destroy us?
Shadow's no
I
longer
don't
with
know,
us
but what
anymore.
I do know is we all did it together.
Thank you, I appreciate it, yeah. But Earth is like, he's almost out of rings!
So what's next for you, Rouge?
He needs
Off
to
again
stop
find
getting
those
hit.
jewels you love
He
so
needs
much?
to hit the red part.
Nah, I think I'm gonna give up this line of work. Too much work for too little pay. Anyway, I've got something better than jewels.
Sonic's
I'm
gonna say the
thinking
line
right
soon.
now. It'll all work out. You'll see.
If you say so.
Created
Are you guys ready?
ultimate life form.
Sonic's gonna say the line.
Sonic?
Just get ready in your chairs right now if you're not ready.
Oh, it's nothing.
Eventually he's gonna say the
Let's go
line.
home to the planet as cool and blue as me.
I'm excited for the line. I'm getting stoked for the line already.
Sayonara, Shadow.
Ah! Oh! He said it. He said it. There he is. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog. That's a really nice shot. I like that. Play the song. Wow. That was really sad. Anyway, play Crush 40. I remember I was crushed as a kid when Shadow died. I did not like that. It's weird. It's like the tragedy. So here's the weird thing, is that Shadow, like, his death, it was dramatic. It was sad. I'm sure there was kids all over the world who cried for Shadow the Hedgehog. That's, you know, that's all that's to be expected. But they immediately undercut it by, like, bringing him back and everything else, cause he's Shadow the fucking Hedgehog. Like, of course you're going to bring him back. Of course you're going to keep him around. He's Shadow. Like you made an incredible character, and you're not just gonna get rid of him like that, you know? Like, they still use Silver. They're going to keep using Shadow. So you'd think that completely undercuts the whole, like, dramatic, like, underpinning of his death. But here's the thing, is that, like, yes, in the most, like, in the most objective sense, it totally does. But you watch that scene happen, and it's still dramatic. It still has the impact. Aw. I didn't know that's how it ended. And on that moment, in that specific, the moment that picture hit the eyes of so many gamers, so many desktop wallpapers were changed. For the better. Absolutely for the better. A million shadows found their ways to the Windows XP. We beat it. We did it. Yeah, have they not, like, done an actual team-up of them? I don't know. It's weird to think that they haven't done, like, a real team-up for them, but, here, what will we do? Let's go, Is that seriously the case? Did they... I'd be shocked if that was actually the case, if they put their whole heart and soul into Sonic Adventure 2 back because they thought it was good. I mean, I guess it made sense with the Dreamcast dying, you know? Like, that's not super unreasonable, but, like, it almost sounds prideful of them to me. I don't know, maybe that was just, like, who knows, maybe they thought Sonic was gonna die too, but to me it sounds prideful of Sega to think, oh, we can't sell consoles anymore. Guess Sonic dies. Like, okay, if you, like, making consoles is really expensive, and you learn with the Dreamcast that if you have a security issue, you could have your sales completely destroyed. Yeah, exactly. Like, thinking that Sonic was gonna die too, like, I don't know, like, okay, like, if you think Sonic's gonna die too, it kind of sounds like you should just close up shop as a company. Like, Sonic, okay, you don't need the Dreamcast to have Sonic. Use the assets that you have, and it just do. I mean, that's what they did, obviously. But like, it to me, it sounds like a no-brainer. But whatever. That's funny. But I like that was the exact same thing that happened with it's happened with other, like, Final Fantasy. The whole, like, literally the name of it is because it was like the creator's last shot, and it was like a Final Fantasy for the game to actually succeed. You know, it was just sort of like you know, like it did much better than the person was expecting, but that's literally like the exact same thing that happened with Fire Emblem. That was with Fire Emblem Awakening, the team that was back on the 3DS. the team was told, like, hey, this is probably, if this, I think they said something to the effect of, like, if this doesn't sell 250,000 units, there's not going to be another Fire Emblem game or something like that. So the team just put their whole heart and soul into it. It just made it as though it was, like, the definitive Fire Emblem game, and it did super well. And now, you know, it's a huge franchise for Nintendo, but, oh wow, we're literally 3 rings away. I did not notice. Please don't get hurt, don't get hurt, no hurt. No hurt. No hurt, only ring. I don't mind that. Okay, I don't mind that either. Yeah, it's exactly. I got a good blend of Mario and Sonic, but yeah, I was like, oh, you know, why not both and stuff? But yeah, like there's people, like, obviously there's preferences and stuff. You know, it's weird. As a young kid, I probably played more Sonic than Mario, but it felt like they were like kind of equal figures. You know, just like I played Mario games and stuff, but it's just like, you know, like a lot of Chow Garden. I didn't play Super Mario Sunshine. I remember for the Game Boy, not the Game Boy Advance, just like the Game Boy, which I think was like given to me from, like, you know, like, I don't know. I was a Game Boy Advance kid, really, but like I did have a Game Boy that I think was either gifted to me or belonged to someone else. I don't know. And then was handed down to me or something. But I had Super Mario and the 6 gold coins. And I was never able to beat that, but it was a good time. And I played a bunch of Super Mario 64 and stuff. Yeah. When companies think that they're gonna go down, suddenly they take their game seriously. I mean, it's partly confirmation bias in the sense that, like, the companies that were doing horrible and then, like, figured their shit out, like, yeah, they figured their shit out. Like, we know about them because they kept going on. If they didn't figure out their shit, we probably would be talking about them right now, you know? And there's plenty of game studios, I hate to say it, but, like, Telltale, like, I love Telltale so much. They were Telltale was easily one of my favorite game companies. Like, it's not like I want to work for a game company or anything like that, but there was a time where it was like, okay, if I were to work for a game company ever in my life, you know, like, I'd want to work for Telltale, you know, because, like, they're just making such cool stories. Like, The Wolf Among Us was the first game. Actually, no. I was going to say The Wolf Among Us was the first game I played from them. Really? So, like, The Wolf Among Us was the first game that I played from Telltale, and I, like, recognized it as, like, a Telltale game, you know? It wasn't just, like, a game that I happened upon. But really, in practice... God fucking damn it! The first Telltale game I ever played was Strongman's Cool Game for Attracted People on, it was available through WiiWare, but, and I enjoyed that. I had a good time with that. They got me into Homestar Runner, but let me check the chat. But yeah, I was playing a bit of Mario and the 6 gold coins on the the Switch Online a while back, but I do want to go back and beat it because it looks fun, and I would always just like I think I had like a bad cartridge, and that was the problem with cartridges back then, is that, like, you know, you'd have a save file, but it could just disappear because cartridges were not perfect. And, like, for a file on a computer, that, like, never happens. But for the original hardware, it was a big fear. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't think of Sonic Frontiers as Sonic's last shot. You know, I'd be shocked if that was, like, you know, maybe, like, yeah, he wasn't doing super hot before Frontiers, I'd say. Although, like, people love Sonic Mania. You know, that wasn't the main team, but you know, Frontiers, it definitely, it's what Sonic needed. I'll say that without a shadow of a doubt. It's fantastic. Like, I mean, I haven't played it, but, like, it's done fantastic things for the Sonic franchise right now. It seems like, oh, like, you know, things are looking up and stuff, based on, you know, everything I'm hearing about it. Everything I've heard about before, but, and I think that's the beautiful thing for Sonic games, is that they don't have to, you know, like, you don't have to have a perfect Sonic game. You could just have a Sonic game that's really good, and people will be very happy about that, you know? It doesn't have to be just, like, an end-all, be-all or anything like that. It could just be a really solid game, and, like, I know it's weird to be like, oh, man, thank God this isn't dog shit. Thank God this, like, actually plays like a video game. You know, that sounds like a really, like, a low bar. But also, it's infinitely better. Like, it's yeah. Like, maybe Sonic fans are kind of used to shitty games to a certain degree. But they learn, they know, oh, hell yeah. I have to see that. Like, they're grateful. When they get a good game, it's a big deal. It's not like, you know, it's not like you get a great Mario game and they're like, oh yeah, it falls on the, amongst all other Mario games, it's like B rank, you know. It's what people do with Dark Souls, where it's like all the games are, I don't want to say like pretty much every game from Demon Souls on. I haven't played anything before that, but all those games are fantastic. And yet people are like, okay, and of course Dark Souls 2 is going in the bottom tier. Yeah, this one speaks for itself. Like, no. Like even Demon Souls, which came before all the, you know, nice and shiny games, you know, Demon Souls was relentless. Even that is a really good time, in my opinion. Man, I was literally going back to go and try to play the story mode, but I'm like, oh shit, we beat it. You know, we did it already. It's done. But I mean, good for us. But here, let's give our chat what they want. What did I just beat? God damn. Good reinforce.
Character select.
I was like, did I do a dark level or a hero level? I just kind of like blanked for a sec, but right. Oh, so sweet. He's a happy little guy.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy.
Let's give you some breakdown. Oh no, don't trip. He's floating so joyfully. Aw. Alright, grubs. Time for your vitamins. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, shoes jamming out. Oh, hell yeah. You rock on, little buddy. Let's get some fruit. Okay, I can see the grubs starting to turn. See that coloration starting to set in. Yes. Jam for us, sweet one. Yes. I love it. You're doing great. No, you don't. No, you do not. He's so good. I think we should take Shu off to the races. I know we beat the first ring for him, but I hope he can hold his own in the second. He doesn't have a ton of stamina, but yeah. We'll see. We'll give him a shot. I hope it works out. Between my personal take, I think that second title, I'd pick that if it were up to me. But I think that you know, it's just a more unique title, I feel like. You know, there's probably a bunch of videos saying, this is the best Sonic game, but, you know, Titan-size review. Like, ooh, sounds like a big review. Sounds like they got a lot to say. No! Shoo! Shoo! He's trying. Shoo! Great job, pal. Awesome. Good for you. Good for you, Shu. Jesus Christ, Shu. Okay. Yeah, I get cocky for this game sometimes, I'll admit that, you know? There's moments where I'm like, oh, you know, their stats are so high. They got this race in the bag, you know? What could possibly go wrong, I say to myself, before considering the option that my Chow could literally trip 3 times in a roll. In a roll! He's on a roll! Oh no, and now he's drowning. Shu, this is not your day, buddy. I'm sorry. You know I love you, but like, here, you need some power. You need a little power. You need a little power. There you go. Oh wow. If Sonic would ever be sold to another company, I feel like it'd have to be Nintendo. Like, if Xbox got, or if Microsoft got Sonic, that would... It's like, okay, well, suddenly, if Microsoft, okay, so, if Microsoft owned Sonic, I don't feel like he'd make very good games, personally. Like, if Sonic's owned by Nintendo, it's like, alright, well, at least they'll know how to treat that IP, you know? At least they'll really, like, it sounds like, so far, Sonic's in a pretty good spot with how Sega's treating him. But that could change, you know. But I think Nintendo would really value the Sonic IP, and they'd try and they'd probably make it worth more than it is currently. Especially because they could hell, you throw Sonic in a Mario Party, that shit could get crazy. But if Nintendo owned them, it's like, why not throw them into whatever you want them in, you know? It's like, every time they want Sonic in something, right? Aww. Oh, he's sliding because he's got the penguin parts! Oh, Ren! Oh, these are the golden times, baby. Oh. My gosh, they're so sweet.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't
Oh, I love my little guys. Alright, a little more fruit, and then do some more levels. I kinda wanna go karting. We'll do, the Tales of Rouge. Oh, they're so sweet.
Stage select.
Yeah, let's go kart. Hell yeah. But yeah, if Microsoft owned Sonic, they would actually have, like, there'd be a real reason to buy. Okay, so there's real reasons to buy an Xbox. I own an Xbox One. I never bought an Xbox One, and I didn't steal an Xbox One either. Back in my first year of college, let's boost it through. I focus on getting rings for this because yeah, that's our goal. God damn, early as I say that. Yeah, we'll try and just keep it going smooth for that. But back when I was in college, they had this like St. Patrick's Day event, which is like, hey, you know, better that they're at a St. Patrick's Day event on campus than out drinking and partying and doing crimes. You know, that's we as a college, that's what we prefer happen with our students. So of course they have, you know, like little St. Patrick's Day things. And back at that time, I didn't drink. You know, these days I rarely drink. It's more of like a, oh hell yeah, we got the balloon, nice. It's very much so a special occasion for me, like if I'm at like a wedding or something like that, but or like a party where people like to drink, I guess. But I was like, hell yeah, I'll go to the St. Patrick's Day event, and they had this like, it was like a gambling night, but they also had a raffle at the end, and you like gambled for tickets, and then at the end you put your tickets in for like a raffle, and basically, you know, the Xbox One was the grand prize, and I won, and I got an Xbox One, and that was like, back then I was just, the most recent console I had was the Wii U. You know, I was like strictly a Nintendo gamer. But oh yeah, they had a Mario and Sonic team platform. That could be crazy. It'd be hard making something that could like mesh the styles perfectly. I'd be worried that like one part of it would. It's annoying that we're not getting drives for this, but whatever. Like one part would be superior to the other, I fear, whether it's the Sonic part or the Mario part. I guess it depends on who you ask, really. But you wouldn't want, it would suck if like the Sonic part was decent and the Mario part was amazing, because then it's like, it's not like you can't have a Sonic and Mario game where like all the Sonic content is completely optional. Like, and it'd be weird to have a Sonic and Mario game where all the Mario content is completely optional, you know? It's almost like, why would you have both of them at that point? Might as well give them their own games. But, Sonic Edition and Mario Edition. That's what they get Sonic and they start doing what they do with Pokemon, you know? It's just, we start releasing our platformers in Platformer Red and Platformer Blue. Oh no, Rouge. You silly bats. Entirely my fault. I can't blame that poor bat for that. I can't blame that poor bat for that. Oh, crap. You know what? I will say something I like about this game. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's interesting, and like this sort of just. It speaks to the heart of games that were made during this era, but it also, like, this is sort of something that, like, is just sort of core to a certain era of games, and almost games in a general sense. But I feel like in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, there is...
Did you find Tails?
No, I didn't find Tails, but I found 100 rings. That's you know, that's also cool, right, Dr. Eggman? But this game... And a lot of games in this era have a lot of destructible things in it, which, it's interesting. It's like they weren't able to do big world, like you know, you go to the PS3 era, you got some really big environments and things like that and high-res graphics. But for this era, there's a lot of destructible parts and things that you could interact with and break within an enclosed environment. And, you know, it's... And I keep doing these, here, let's... I want to get some chaos drives. Oh no. The police are here. Yeah, look at all the destructible shit here. Like, I get it. This is a mech level, but also, like, this is, to a certain degree, kids like this about games. You know, people would go through and they'd break every single part of a level, and you know, it's just like kids like exploring levels. They like doing that. That's sort of like it encouraged tinkering with the game in a way that I feel like a lot of games, you know, they either try to sell it to you as a feature or they just don't do it. You know, they try and like focus, like Omocho here. If I shoot him, can I hurt him? Am I gonna be able to? There we go. He takes damage, and he gets pissed about it. Like, that's like a lot of games will have that, like, they'll put that on their Twitter page or something like that. It's something like that is almost like being able to pet the dog in a game. Like, yeah, I like petting dogs in anything. But when you sell that to me, like, it's some, quirky marketable feature, like, I don't, like, okay, I kind of, it's like the game was good for this, and then you also had shit like this on top of it. Like, you could be enjoying it, but then take some time to smell the roses. But it's weird to say that smell the roses for a game like this is just, like, breaking tons of things. Oh, wow, I don't have that much in the way of rings. Let me check the chat here. There's a million ways you could do a... That's the thing, for, like, if you were to do a Mario and Sonic platformer, there's so many things to pull from there, you know? It's like what type of Sonic is best for this? What type of Mario is best for this? You know, do you... I will say the idea of, like, Mario going on Yoshi and Sonic, you know, running right alongside him, like, that just sounds like a cool image, but then that begs the question of, like, okay, you put Yoshi in the game, you know? It's like, already for a Sonic game, I imagine they probably have to make a lot of... Oh, did I have drives and not use them? Damn. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll get 100 rings and then we'll be on our way. Go. Oh, come on, we want that! We want that! Oh. Yeah, I guess we don't really give a shit about that, considering it didn't give us any rings, but, But yeah, like, this, like, it's... destructible things, it's just one... Fuck it. Actually, you know what? Since I just lost all that stuff, let's drop off our drives and try it again. I'll feel wasteful if I just do it all over again. Just waste a bunch of drives. Shit's annoying. It's like you have more health in the Tails levels, but also, to compensate for that, there's more enemies who are shooting mean bullets at you and trying to make you die. So to that effect, you end up in the position where, like... Okay, let's give him some fruits. You're just getting shot at a bunch, and like, yeah, you got plenty of HP, but if you're trying to get rings, well, tough shit. Oh well. It's a shame you wanted rings. You should have wanted help. There's no reward for health other than living, but there are challenges tied directly to HP, and the robots will fuck you up for that. Right. Let's give them their goodies and give them... Oh! It's nighttime. Do not get sleepy on me. Do not get sleepy on me. You do not have permission to get sleepy. Not now. Good. Okay. Let's power up Ren. Nice. I have seen the Mario movie. I loved it. I think we talked about it last time, or like when you were on before. I think you're right. Shu needs to redeem himself, indeed. I want to give him some more stamina. I've got an idea for Shu. I don't know if that was luck or intelligence or what the deal was there, but oh god, Ren, buddy. Here we go. I don't think, like honestly, I'd be shocked if they did that. Honestly, in the sense that, like, you know, like, I think that Nintendo will probably, like, it would be years and years and years and like, really, like, what I think the end scene is, it's just Yoshi, you know. It's like they always, for sequel stuff, Yoshi tends to be involved, like going from Mario to Mario Galaxy to Mario Galaxy 2, you get Yoshi, you know. Going Super Mario 3 to Super Mario World, Yoshi, you know. Like, I think I maybe that's not the best example. I don't know. I've heard an argument for the idea that, like, Yoshi comes in sequels and stuff like that. It's not perfect, but it is, you know, something that, say I want to get something cool for them, but at the same time, you know, that's a lot of money. I don't want to, you know, waste our money or anything like that. I do want to get more eggs, because the selection should be a bit broader, but really, I think they're just trying to cue in Yoshi. That being said, I would, after, like, it looks like the Mario movie, I think they've already made $500 million or something like that. And I don't think it's come to China yet, and I thought I saw something that said it hasn't been in Japan. I'd be shocked if that was the case. You'd think Japan would be one of the first places to get it, but maybe they just have, you know, movie laws that I don't know about or something like that. Who knows? I want to give Ren a power test, but at the same time, like, that's mostly, well, karate uses everything, so really I should just focus on the power race, but, oh wow, they do not want to eat. Alright, if you don't want to eat, let's fucking race. Yeah, I guess my thought is that if you do, like, for Marvel and stuff like that, eventually, you know, people don't care about individual heroes or stuff. I mean, people still do, obviously, but it's like, but bringing everyone together, it's like, oh, if you're a Hulk fan specifically, well, then you go see it and stuff. But I guess, I don't know, like, just establishing one story for those worlds is probably hard, but I guess my thought is that rather than doing Smash Brothers and having everything tied into one, I feel like they probably, I don't know how you know, like, to do a story for Smash Brothers, you'd want Sakurai. And I don't know if Sakurai wants to do, you know, Sakurai would probably just prefer to, he seems pretty picky about his stuff, so, you know, he might say, oh, I only want it to be a video game or something like that. Who knows? He makes the call at the end of the day. But, you know, if he was down for it, if he said, I want to make a Smash Brothers movie, some might say that the Subspace Emissary is a Smash Brothers movie, when you really think about it, but, and people love it for what it is. Okay. God, shoo! I'm watching you, Shu. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, Shu's gotta get his shit together. Okay, I don't want to run out of stamina, but come on. I'll give it one more go if this doesn't, yeah. Damn. If Shu has more stamina, we won't have as much of a problem on our hands. And I think that with the Chao extended mods, I can give him fruit to, like, you know, help with his luck or something. I don't know. But I think if Nintendo starts making movies for stuff like Zelda, hell, you could probably do a Fire Emblem movie, realistically. Like that's, I think maybe you'd want to just make a separate world for that. I don't know what game you'd turn into a movie. But it's to say that, like, you know, that's, if you could take the Mario world and make a story out of it when it wasn't even designed for that necessarily. Fire Emblem already is, like, you know, built with the idea of having a story, so to that extent, you know, just sort of, you know, it'd be easier. I don't know if that makes it better, but, you know, it's something. But that being said, I feel like they'd probably, it's probably just more profitable for them to just, like, that's really what it boils down to. Like, if it was a coolness factor, yeah, maybe Smash Brothers is the way to go for it, but it's however they can stretch the dollar, and if they can stretch the dollar by getting, you know, each game gets its own franchise, and, because for all we know, what if putting Link in the Smash Brothers movie just ruins it? Like, oh, people don't like Link talking, and it killed the movie. Like, well, there might be characters in there who could do well, you know, who could actually, you know, you know, have a real movie. Okay, do not trip, Shu. Okay, we're looking good so far. Competition is shit in the bed, so that's a plus. But Shu, come on! Jeez Louise. But yeah, I guess I think they'll try and stretch their franchises into as many different movies as they can, if they decide to do that. If they decide that that's... Okay, so Shu could... I'm thinking, we probably, Oh, wow! Oh, hello! Yo, hey, welcome everyone! Oh my god! Help, I'm being raided! It's a raid! Yo, welcome! Oh my golly, oh, and followers too! Oh, you should have, little old me! Alright, okay, listen. So, for those of you who don't know, so, hey, welcome to the chat, everyone. It's great to see all you, you wonderful people. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. Sorry. Oh, Radical, thank you. Yeah, I know that you're following, friend. Thank you, I appreciate it. For those of you... Sorry, everyone. I know we're having a big old raid, but, I got a text saying to quiet down, so... I'm excited, but, I guess we're having a whisper time or something, but no, I won't be whispering. I'll just keep it at a reasonable volume. So, since everyone's here, yeah, I've just seen all these radical texts. Yeah, getting rated ASMR. Oh wow, there's so many followers. This is so exciting. Is this what it feels like to live and learn? Oh wow. I hear the jingle going off. Oh, this is incredible. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. But hey, since you're all here, and since you're joining the Golden Time gang, let me introduce you to the Chow Garden. You know, what better way to get things going here? But so first, we got Shu. I'll save Shu for last, because Shu's on thin ice here. But we love Shu. That's first and foremost. Before I say anything about Shu, we love Shu. This is Grubs. In case it's not apparent to you, here. You can see already, but let's, we'll hold him up, you know, just so you can get the front row view. Ah, shit, he's slumbering. For those of you who aren't aware, Grubs is perfect. He has no arms and he has no legs, but he is a sweet infant, and he is just the best. Oh, look at that. He's, sweet, slumbering little lad. I love him. With his arms as, so here's the thing, I sound so suspicious, like, so this is what happened with his arms and legs, hold on. I'm not throwing any babies around. I'm not shaking any babies. Not me. I only rock babies and feed them sweet fruits. Hold on. Here you go, sweet one. There we go. Yes. Grubs here. So I was like, oh yeah, look at Grubs. He's so cool. And I was like, so I fed Grubs a bat. You know, one of the little bats, animals you could get, and what I knew for there he is. Say hi to the chat, Grubs. He's gonna be an exceptional swimmer once he evolves, but Chow do not belong on pizza. I'm happy to hear it. Yes, yes, Grubs is very good. Grubs says hello back to you, but I was like, oh, it'd be cool if Grubs didn't have, you know, little feet or anything. I thought it'd be just like a cool design thing. But I gave him the bat, and suddenly his arms and legs both went away. Look at him swim. He looks like the devil's sperm cell. He's incredible. But he's loving it. He's happy to be here. But, yes, exactly. He moves by force of will. He propels himself strictly by being wonderful. Look at... Oh, he's so holly jolly. He's having a golden time. Here. You know what? So, that's Grubs. And let's hop back in. There's so many wonderful messages. I want to respond to all of them, but you know, there's time for that. You're all joining the Golden Time gang, so you know there's more radical times ahead. So, and also, you know, if you, unfortunately, you can't like as much as we'd like. If we could be there for every radical time in this world, that'd be terrific. But it's not always the case. You know, life happens. So, if you want to see some past streams, Golden Time Jack YouTube channel is the place to go. So I also post some shorts there, but you know, we got time for YouTube. But that's we can do that whenever we want. But right now, I think it's about time we take a gander at our chows. So this is Ren. I'm talking so much, I feel my mouth drying out. Hell yeah, grab some food, do your thing. Yeah, I know. We're having a radical time here. Grab some food, chill out, get comfy, get cozy. You know, this is well, you can't have a golden time if you're just feeling uncomfortable and stuff, and you're stiff. And like, no, you gotta golden time's gotta be on your terms. Not you can't. You gotta be cozy. There's just no two ways about it. So Grubs, I mean Ren. This is Grubs. Ren. I wanted Ren to have beefy gorilla arms, because Ren is going to be a power chow. Ren did not get beefy gorilla arms. He did get something else, though. He got funny little gorilla ears, and he's got some penguin legs, too. So I like it because he just sort of looks like a little monkey, you know, with the orange color, but he's cute. But once he gets powerful, he's gonna be a beef and cheese chow, and oh shit, is Knuckles in the chat? I thought we were having a golden time moment here, but now that I know that Knuckles is in the chat, he does not chuckle, and he does flex his muscles. But let's see if Grubs can flex on these other chow with his swimming. So he's already conquered the first rank, but he's gotten better since. Oh look. There's a time where he was even darker, but now he's lightening up to show that he's evolving soon. He's growing, he's aging. He's a sweet boy. Aw, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. That's the way, Knuckles, and you know it. I'm grinning so much, and I'm stretching out my face, and I'm drawing out my mouth. No, drawing out my mouth. This thing only shoots like a stream of liquid. I need a goddamn waterfall. Yes, oh, you can't compete with them. I have a comment, but I'm gonna wait for him. I'm gonna let him conquer here first. Oh my god, I'm just realizing something. So, I'm just realizing you can't trip in, like, you know, if it's a swim race, you can't trip. So for all I know, Grubs might trip a lot. Yes, finishing. There you go, the home stretch, baby. Oh, he's moving alright. He's a speedy little fella. He's levitating with so much joy. But as I was watching that race there, I was just like... Oh, we got some money, too. I was just sitting there watching the other chow, and I'm just thinking about them coming home, like, real sad, like... they're like, hi, honey, like, are you okay? Like, no, like, what's wrong? Like, did the race not go well? Like, no. Like, oh, Like, okay, it sounds like you didn't you didn't win. Like, okay, well, who won? The Chow with no arms and legs? Oh. Well. He must have been really good then, honey. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like them too. So, unfortunately, so the Jigglypuff there, it's not a plushie. I don't have it set up right now for this moment, but so stupid. So, hold on, one sec. One sec. So this Jigglypuff, it's not a plush. It's actually a lamp. It takes AAAs, and you know, you press a button on it, and it glows, and it makes eye contact with you. Yeah, look at that. He likes to whisper dark thoughts. Jigglypuff here, he's so funny. He just, like, when I'm trying to sleep at night, he just, like, he says, hey, I've got something to tell you. And I'm like, Jigglypuff, please, I'm trying to sleep. And then he just starts spouting off coordinates. And I don't know where they lead. I'm too scared to check them out or anything. And he says, and he just says it's the only way to know the truth. But he's just, he's silly. He's a funny guy. He's always cracking jokes at me. He's a goofball. Hell yeah, Wild Style, it was nice meeting you too. Thank you so much for joining. Honestly, this is a radical time. But oh, the vault? Oh man, is that right, Jigglypuff? He doesn't speak when people are watching. I've tried to show others, but no one believes me. They all say it's in my head. And he knows this, and he finds it entertaining. Yeah, he's a little monster. That's the fact of the matter. There he goes. And, you know, since we're in the Chow Garden, might as well show off our little friend. Oh yeah. Thank you. Someone believes me. Someone knows that I'm not lying about the coordinates and Jigglypuff. Every time, yeah, you'd think someone would believe you, but yeah, you see. Hold on, I'm gonna put this back. Also, for that. I've been in like a perpetual state now of like, I kind of like, I feel like, you know, like I could, it's like, do I need to take a piss? A little bit. Do I need to take a piss right now? No. I've been in that state for like an hour. But whenever I have to use the bathroom, I have SpongeBob sub in, you know? I look like a goddamn plush connoisseur right now, but no, I just have him stand in for me. And he makes eye contact, and it's a radical time. You know, we have lots of fun characters that just get to stare into your soul, and whisper sweet nothings. You know, because that's the golden time way. Yeah, so last time when I got up and I showed my legs, and I know I was trying to think of the phrase for it. I was like, the something of illusion. And I was like, I destroyed the suspension of disbelief. That's what it was. You wanted to believe that I was just a head and a torso. This is actually, you know, something that's, if you think streamers have legs, you're wrong, actually. I'm actually, I'm an extremely advanced VTuber. Yeah. You've all lost the Turing test, I'm afraid. I'm not human. I'm just I'm an algorithm. I don't know what else to say for that, you know. Yeah, so if you thought I was a person, uh-oh, you lost. The robots won. We're amongst you now, and you can't find us. It's too late. Yeah, everyone says they could tell but it's always after they admit it. It's like, oh, I could tell it was a robot. No, yeah, because the robot told you. Yeah, you could all be AI. We could all be AI right now. That's the. I guess it's fine to say that if I was Metal Sonic, no, I'm not Metal Sonic. I want to be cool like Metal Sonic, but I'm not him. But maybe one day maybe if I'm lucky, one day I'll grow up to be Metal Sonic, and that'd be a treat. But, you know, I can only hope and pray until that day. So, for those of you who are not in the chat until the raid, this is Shu. We love Shu. Shu is like our first Chow, really. But Shu is on thin fucking ice because we've had 3 races in a row now where they've just completely shit the bed. The first race, they tripped 3 times in a row. Second race, I think they tripped once, and then maybe again, I'm not sure. Third time, they got pretty far, and then tripped. So, you know, we're hoping they don't trip this time. That's the goal here. But a jet end, yeah, that's. I think, yeah, we all aspire to be great things, you know. If one wishes to have a jet engine embedded within their being, then what is to stop one from having a jet engine embedded within their being? Everyone deserves to be the person that they want to be, and you know. If you don't think that, then Shu is gonna mess you up, and he's got tiger claws, so you know, I wouldn't want to be you. I wouldn't want to be you if you're getting slashed by Shu. Come on, Shu. You know, maybe here's the thing. Maybe Shu was just a little too shy. You know, maybe he needed the support from the people. You know, it's at first, you know, we were cheering Shu on by ourselves, but now, you know, there's a whole crowd of people who want to see Shu succeed. There you go. He loves the spotlight. He just he's wow. He said he didn't want to disappoint the people. He is one speedy bastard. Yeah. She was the true underdog of Sonic Adventure 2 battle. You know what, honestly, I'm just thinking about it. There's nothing really stopping me from just playing through the story again, like in order and stuff. Like, I just... Yeah, we can just like pop into the garden here and there. Oh, we can do it scene by... Oh! Shall we go scene by scene? Shall we? You guys... That picture doesn't mean anything to you, right? There's no association with that, anything piss related. No, nothing to do with that. So I'm gonna do. Let's watch this cutscene again. I fucking love this cutscene. Like, I love how it opens with the pyramid opening up in halves. And yet this is like the least ridiculous part of this cutscene. For those of you who didn't know why the pyramids exist, it's so that Sonic can go to space. Beautiful.
This shit gets me.
So this is the space colony where Eggman is hiding. What the?
Is everyone all right? We should be landing.
Like, cut the audio.
The hatch doors are open. Sweat it, Knuckles. The only thing in the cargo bay are those
And
master
you
emeralds.
did know
Right?
it was from a game. Would you believe me if I said this is from Sonic?
Oh no! Don't touch that lever!
It looks like some, like, cutscene from, like, a 90s PC game or something.
What's up with that knucklehead anyway? Trying to take over
It lost the
shuttle?
Master
I
Emeralds.
thought we were toast for
Knuckles
sure.
is not really a spacecraft driver.
Where did he go now?
Looks like
He's not a smooth sailor, unfortunately, but he is a smooth talker. He's got some damn good jams on his
This
levels.
place was shut down about 50 years ago because of a terrible accident. The first Bernoulli spherical space colony, called ARC. When it was operational,
Don't touch that
it was the
lever!
most advanced research
Whoa!
center of its kind.
I love for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle the overlapping audio lines.
Now it's an abandoned ark.
There's
Wouldn't
the...
you say?
You call me a faker? Ha! Huh. You're not even good enough to be my... I'll make you eat those words!
Yeah.
I wait for it every time. Like, even as a kid, I was like,
Outside attacks.
huh, that's kind of...
Its defense
That's a little
shields
weird.
are super strong, so we have to find a way to destroy it from
Isn't
inside.
that a chaos emerald?
It looks like it, doesn't it? But in fact, it's a fake one I created after researching the real emerald. It has the same wavelength and
They never really
properties,
explained this
but
that
it's
much.
less powerful than the real one. It's designed to reverse the energy field inside the Chaos Emeralds and blow up. It looks so real.
So
even
much of
a
their
machine
mouth
can't tell the
animations just look
difference.
like
I'll
wah
find
wah
the
wah wah
power
wah
supply
wah
and
wah wah.
destroy it. Sonic, you'll find the control room, okay?
So that means we switch the Chaos Emeralds when the machine is stopped, right?
I hate you.
Like, it's a huge step up from Sonic Adventure, I'll say it right now. But, like, I had no problems with the face anime. Like, it was only until I got older that I was like, the animations look a little janky. But as a kid, I loved Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and I saw Sonic Adventure DX for the GameCube at Blockbuster Video, and it was on sale because they were probably going out of business around that time or something like that. I don't know, but I was like, oh damn. So I knew about it because in one of the Sonic like game collections for the GameCube, it's either the Sonic Mega Collection or the Sonic Gems Collection, one or the other. They have a trailer in there for Sonic Adventure, but you can't play any of Sonic Adventure. You could play a bunch of other things. If you want to play, you know, Dr. Robotnik's Big Mean Bean Machine, hey, that game's got you covered. But if you want to play Sonic Adventure, oh, too bad. Buy the disc, they said. Which was troubling as a child, but then one day I'm like, oh my god, I finally get to play the game. This is terrific. And then I start playing, and I see... No. God damn. I start playing the game, and I see Sonic's jaw. Like, as a child, I like, I don't think that's how Sonic's supposed to look. I love the dialogue, the banter is so great. That's the thing, like, you know, Mario, fucking love Mario, but, oh no, no. Into the deep vacuum of space we go. Like Mario games are goddamn classics, there's no two ways about it. But here's the thing. Mario does not get to have classic lines in the way that Sonic does, you know? Like, shit like this, like, because, it's weird, it's like, because, like, Mario's almost more polished and less prone to making a mistake, it's got a cleaner reputation, and there's less, you know, like, goofy things. But I don't know, like, I feel like if they went back to Sonic, so that'd be the weird thing. If they ever remade Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, what do you do about those audio lines? Do you redo the scenes and like in have the audio actually flow properly and make sense and like, you know, be like just work the way it should have worked in theory from the very beginning? Or does that kill the charm? Or do you suddenly there's like a, for me sometimes it's like there's a talking to suck ass ratio. Like it's like the fuck around to find out ratio, you know? The more you fuck around, the more you find out. The more I talk, the more I get my ass beat in video game. Or maybe that's just because I don't want to get my ass beat in silence. Maybe that's just confirmation bias, who knows? But, yeah, do the mods change the audio? Like, that's the thing, do you ever just Sonic? That's funny. I like that tomato wave. Yeah, Sonic, I think having character is a good way to describe it, you know? It's, hell, the Sonic games are full of character. It's brimming with character. It's not to say that Mario isn't, but Mario, the character, like, the characters of Sonic have, that's a weird thing. Even in the most lifeless Sonic game, the characters all pretty much have, like, they're campy, they're exaggerated characters, but they all have character. They all have, you know, a lot of character. But for Mario, at his most soft-spoken, the world always has character. And that's just, it's an interesting approach to, like, having a vibrant world and stuff like that. Really, like, I'm just thinking about it, like, you could tell the Mario world apart from... It is interesting how the Sonic characters really give identity to the games. Because, like, for the Mario games, if you take Mario out of them and put any other character into them, like, it's still gonna look like a Mario game. You know, everything about it is handcrafted to look like a Mario... Shit, I was not thinking about that. I'll go on one of the lower ones first. Yep. But, like, if you took the Sonic characters out of this, suddenly it doesn't look like a Sonic game anymore. This is just like, you could turn this into, like, honestly, you could asset flip this into, like, a Star Fox game, or into, you know, really, like a generic, you could turn this into, like a Gundam game, or something like that. It's funny that I'm talking about asset flipping when, like, Mario literally did that with, Super Mario Bros. 2, so, like, talking about it for Sonic, but, like, oh shit, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Interesting, playing randomized sounds interesting, like, just, for me, I'm not, you know, trying to speed run or anything like that, you know, here at Golden Time, we're just taking things easy, you know, I'm no gooder gamer or anything like that, you know, I'm decent at games, but I'm not, like, beat a game faster than everyone else good at games. Sorry to... I'm sorry if I hurt you by saying that. Like, oh man, I thought Golden Time Jack was the best gamer I've been had. Oh shit, did I just bring my... Did I go... Yeah, okay. Yikes. Was I supposed to do that? No. Yeah, speedrunning for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, that's just a different beast. That... Like, it's... Speedrunning Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I mean, I'm sure there's versions of it that, like... I don't know, maybe there's people out there that speedrun the game just by trying to, like, play it as fast as possible in terms of, like, here we go. Nice. Maybe there's just people trying to, like, you know, book it through the levels and stuff like that. Like, that's sort of what someone who doesn't know what a speedrun even looks like, you know, but certainly someone who doesn't know what a Sonic Adventure 2 Battle speedrun looks like, you know, that's what they would think. you know, just like someone going through the level really fast, but really, oh shit, I got exploded. Oops. Hey, no. Stop lasering me. This does not look good. Oh. Okay. Nice. Speedrun for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle kind of looks like someone really... I overshot it. I did not need to jump, and yet I jumped. It looks like someone breaking the game. It looks like someone, like, manipulating it in a way that it was never imagined to be played as. And... Okay. Okay. Oh. Alright, I guess we already got these goodies. Okay. No. Hey. Oh, it's nice that they just let you, like... Yeah. Oh, that's right, you get the laser right there. Yeah, I was... First I thought I had to use like a missile or something like that to break through, but, oh no. I literally processed it like a second after it happened. That sounds fun, doing a randomizer and just, like, going through different parts of the game, because, like, honestly, like, just now I was playing it, I was going through my head, in my head I was thinking, like, how do I make another Sonic Adventure 2 battle stream interesting without playing the story mode? Because, like, I got the true ending. I lived and I learned. Do I live and learn all over again from scratch? You know, that sort of feels like it kind of, you know, like, how many times do I want to do that over? But a randomizer, I feel like I can, you know, just pop in and out of that as much as I want to. Really, it's incredible what the mods have done for this game. I've mostly just looked at Chowgarden stuff, but, you know, I saw someone playing as Cream the Rabbit today, you know, just like a random, oh, hello. A random Sonic Adventure 2 Battle YouTuber just, you know, doing Chowgarden stuff and playing as Cream the Rabbit. I was like, oh, damn, you know, like, I mean, also this game, like, I'm playing on a PC right now, you know, like, in theory, it should be able to have mods and support that kind of growth, but, you know, it's kind of sad when there's a game that you really like and, you know, it's got a few things that would allow it to be perfect, you know? It's got, like, a few nagging errors that are, you know, based within the time it was made or something like that, you know? Some old games just have, you know, little problems to them that if they weren't there, the game would be much better. Oh, here we go. I was doing this, last time I did this, I didn't know I got, like, unhooked. So I just ran off and died, but, like, it sucks when there's a game that you love, and it would be so much better if it had mods, but there's not the community for it. So you're just left, you know, with what you got for it. But for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, they don't have that problem, because people want to see this game be, like, the best it could be, you know? If there's someone sitting there thinking, like, oh, man, I love Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, but it'd be so much better if the Chaos Drives did more. If the you know, Chaos Chows didn't lose their their animal parts when they evolve. You know, there's a bunch of different things that people want, and then, you know, for the GameCube era, it was just like, oh, tough shit. You get the game that you get, which is, you know, you're gonna play the developer's vision, but it'll never be more than that. But now it's just like, oh, you want it, learn how to make it, and it's yours. That's literally, that's all that's holding you back. And I haven't given them any, like, run drives, but I almost just want to keep them crawling. I don't know.
I think they eventually walk once they evolve, but I'm not sure. Oh no, I am using mods. There's not, like, nighttime or anything like that. And that's the thing. For, like, the voice lines and stuff, I don't have a gripe with that. I don't have, like... I see that as the character of the game to a certain degree, you know? Like, it might have been a flaw at the time, but also, it's just, like, it's baked into the identity of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle now. If you take it out, it's like, okay, well, like, it's almost like... It's like if, you know, someone had a birthmark or something like that just, like, you know, made them look a little more unique, and then they got rid of it. It's like, oh, you know, like okay. Like, yeah, technically, perfection doesn't have little random quirks or whatever, but, like, where this game does not have perfection,
it makes up for that with loads of identity. Loads. Oh, look! Literally, as I say that, he's bouncing around. He's hopping like a rabbit. This game's just so full of charm and identity. Here, let's give him some more parts. He's gonna be a tough guy. Oh! Look at that. Look at that. He's so cute. Oh, he is tough. He is ferocious. No one's messing with Red. You don't mess with the Red. Shu is on the move. Yeah, like, it's, if you could go, like, that's an interesting thing. Like,
Okay, Sonic. Now put that emerald.
Tails, tell Sonic to meet you back at the research facility.
Sonic, Amy is.
I didn't get that, Tails. What happened to Amy? Tails!
oh. Fucking love this song. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Oh, let me check the chat. Thank you so much. Like, thank you for the raid. Thank you for joining. Honestly, it's been such a pleasure having you here. And yeah, if anyone's gotta go, you know, get some rest, you know, take a break or anything like that, do your thing. But Brent, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a radical time. It's been a radical night, and hell yeah, I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for joining us today. But check Discord. Oh, did you send me a Discord? Oh. Oh, that's to Brent. Okay, I was like, how'd you get my Discord? Scared me for a sec, but here's what I'm gonna do. I love this song, but I need to use the restroom real quick. So I would pause this normally, but I would prefer to just keep this going. I might get hit by a meteor and die, but hey, I'll come back. I got the lives to sustain that. So hold on. I'm gonna leave you with SpongeBob, and I'll be right back. See how he looks. Oh, not you, Sonic. Oh, there he is. He's looking beautiful. Oh no, I was wondering who sent me my IP address like that. That was you? Wow. I mean, bravo. Yeah, I mean, you're quite crafty. Knuckles, he's a treasure hunter. He's a hacker. He's an echidna. And he's coming to kick your ass. So, you better watch out. But while you're watching out, I'm going to go take a piss break. So, but rest assured, Golden Time Jack will be back. And that's a goddamn fact, baby.
What are the emeralds doing in space? Something's affecting gravity here. It's over. sense. What the emeralds doing in space? Let's find the next emerald. This just doesn't make any sense. What are the emeralds doing in space? This just doesn't make any sense. What are the emeralds doing in space?
This is the part where SpongeBob returns to the floor. Back to the ground with you, SpongeBob. Swear to God, I chug down water like a fiend, and I choke. And I don't like to choke, but I do like to return to the golden times. Hell yeah, just making sure my mic is unmuted. As I said, Golden Time Jack is back, and well, it's great to be back. That being said, I read the chat, and Tomato, you're hearing this. You destroy my Minecraft world, I won't have anything else to live for. I'll lose all. I'll have nothing. You'll take everything from me. So, if ransom money is a thing that you like, contact me via Yahoo email. Please. My Minecraft world is all I have.
Alright, let's find the next emerald.
Okay, well. At least I get to keep my dragon egg. I've had that since the 7th grade. I say that jokingly, but a dear friend of mine, who maybe one day you'll meet him, you know, I don't want to, like, if we keep seeing raids like this, you know, like, who knows, you know, like, I might need to bring some of my pals into the Golden Time gang, you know, I can play some multiplayer stuff or whatever, but, dear friend of mine, who will remain doxless, he, like, basically, like my college roommate, I'll say that. That makes it like I've got many a dear friend in my life, and I'm grateful for that. You know, I'm so happy to share the golden times with lovely people. Oh man, Ender Dragon family sounds rather fierce and ferocious, but my college roommate, he like we've played multiple Minecraft worlds together, you know, it's just, we kind of go into eras with it, you know, it's just sort of like, hey, I kind of want to play Minecraft, and like, it's like, yeah, I was kind of feeling it too, and then for a month, like we'll do that for like a month, and then we'll stop doing it for like 3 months, and then come back to it. At least that's how it was back in college and stuff, but him, I don't know when he started this world exactly, but he's got a Minecraft world that he just uses for personal use. It's not like a server or anything like that. And he just, Sorry, I just got a random email. I don't know if you can hear that notification sound, but now you can't. He's been playing off the same Minecraft. Oh wait, was there a beep and I wasn't paying attention to it because I was talking? Yeah, god damn it. I just had that wait a minute moment. Do I have to go up or down? But my buddy, he's been playing on the same Minecraft world. And he's, you know, he's made others too. It's not like he's only played exclusively on one, but he's had the same Minecraft world for literally years now. He's just been like, if I ever say, hey, what are you, if we're chilling on Discord, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, play Minecraft. Like, 99% of the time, that's what he's doing. You know, like, he's playing on that world. Unless he's like experimenting or trying to test something for that world in a test world or something like that. That's the only time he's playing a different world. But for him, if he lost that shit, like here's the thing. If someone said, what would you do if you lost that world? He'd say, I wouldn't lose it, you know? Like, he's backed that stuff up, you know? He'd make sure that is not a hypothetical he has to live through. But in the world where someone says, hey, I'm a sadistic bastard, and I found every copy of your world and deleted it, and there is not a trace of that world left in existence. If you wanted it, tough shit. That would be devastating, I imagine. That would just be tons of, you know, hard work down the drain. But just not great. You know, let's check the video. No, do not hug me. I swear to God, every time I go to check the video, it shows stream is starting soon rather than what's going on screen. And I'm like, no, we are in the middle of stream. We are not starting stream. It's not entertaining to look at something that says starting soon while hearing someone. It'd just be listening to my voice and be like, oh wow, sure would be nice if I could actually see the fucking game right now. It would be nice to be a part of the golden time. Just be, you know, looking out the... Oh, what's that? We got a new member of the Golden Time gang? Hell yeah, thank you for the follow. Sounds like you're a Glitchy Productions fanboy, but hey, if you're a fan of the Golden Times too, I'm happy to hear it. That reminds me of something I was gonna say. I just want to say for everyone who's here, thank you for being here. This is, you know, it's nice to see the support. I've only been I've been doing this for, you know, less than a month at this point. I'm pretty, I've been having golden times my whole life, make no mistake. But, you know, streaming and content creation for an audience like this, I'm just getting my feet off the ground. But having you guys all here and, you know, seeing all the follows and stuff, hell, when it was just one or two people in the chat, I already wanted to keep going. But having this, man, before it was like, man, I want to keep going. But if I could keep having nights like this, even if it's just every now and again, I'm not expecting a raid every night. My goodness, I can't. I feel very lucky right now. I feel blessed. But you know, if I have one or two people in the chat, I'm thinking, goddamn. Like, I want to keep doing this. But with all of you here, with having even more people on the Radical Times, God, I'm drying out my mouth. I want to say this right. I've got so many words I want to share with you, and only one mouth to do it. With one or two people in the chat, I'm thinking, goddamn, I want to keep streaming. But with all of you folks here, I'm thinking, good luck fucking stopping me. If you want to stop me from doing this, you better have a plan. I'm having a goddamn blast. Even though I can't find the Master Emerald. Not that I need to, you know, at this point we're just kind of meandering around. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. That's very kind. I honestly, it's like, you know, I was talking about it last stream where I was like, or maybe it was the last stream. I don't know. But I was just thinking about the idea of like, you know, like going into streaming and like, obviously, I'd like to be successful. I want to, you know, have more support. It's like, you know, I like having a chill time, but you know, I'm about radical times and good company, and the more good company I have, the merrier, in my opinion. But also there's sort of you know, there's a balance, so to speak. You know, you could keep that going with a huge following, but it's something you have to work to preserve. It's something that you have to, you know, really, you know, like you want to build a community and keep that. You know, you don't want to lose that in the numbers. But something I think about is like, you know, there's like there's no one strategy. You know, there's no perfect way to do things. Like if I want to get huge numbers or something like that, I'd probably want to be someone like a Mr. Beast or something like that, or someone who's doing something akin to that, you know. Because, believe it, you know, you wonderful folks, you seem to be enjoying the golden times, and I'm grateful for that. But you know, this might sound foreign to folks like us, but believe it or not, there are some people out there who just don't care for golden times. I know it sounds. You'd think radical times are just the sort of thing everyone would want to enjoy, but no, there's people out there who are like, no, I don't want that. I want to see a game be played without death. I want to see perfection, or I want to, you know, I want to have my mind. I want to talk about death. Yeah, that's it's easy. Like, hey, I want to have a golden time. Like, no. I want to talk about death. That's, yeah. I'm sure that there's someone who can have an entire, you know, YouTube feed that is only, you know, YouTubers contemplating the nature of death and how different cultures handle death and things like that. And that person, they're going through their feed like, yeah, this is good. This is what I like. And they'd watch my stream and they'd be like, ew, no. So, you know, but it's to say that you put yourself out there,
it's closer,
and you'll find people who enjoy what you have to say and what you have to provide. But at the same time, you're gonna lose some people along the way. That's just that's life. I'm not losing sleep over that personally. But sorry, I thought I heard something behind me. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. But, so with that in mind, if you're trying to get the maximum number of people versus the maximum number of people who enjoy you... Oh, I thought that was our last one, just because I busting my ass over it. Yeah, just, sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there. Finding the people who like you versus finding the people who just who like content, who like videos. You know, it's to say anyone. I don't want to discredit this, but like a person with a boring personality, and I'm not saying that's what Mr. Beast is. I'm just saying like a person with a boring personality could make a video about curing a bunch of people's cataracts and people would click that. Mr. Beast seems like you could have some very interesting conversations with him. You know, I don't watch his content, but I've just heard videos of him talking and stuff, and like he seems like a guy who for what he's trying to do, he sure as hell knows what he's doing. I mean, the results speak for themselves, I guess. But there we go. That's that last upload. But how much of Mr. Beast has to be a little selfless in that. Or he has to be someone who has to not mind people not caring about him. You know, of all of his tons of subscribers, there's probably people who just want to see cool stuff, you know, who don't care about the person of Mr. Beast. Who maybe some of them come to care about him eventually, and that's great, but you know, his content revolves around what he's doing, not around who he is. If it revolved around who he is, he'd be spending a lot less money than he does. but he spends money for cool stuff and he gets results. I don't care if I don't get 1 billion views. All right, I'll sleep just fine. Trust me. Let me check the chat. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. You know, so I'll give some kind of insight for this. This might sound a little silly as a, you know, like, I appreciate you saying calm and collected and stuff. Like, really, like, honestly, I'll come on here and, like going on here, I'm like, oh, man. Like, I've never had someone, I've never had my chat rated before. It's awesome. I'm very, you know, this is radical, but I wasn't expecting this, you know, that caught me by surprise. It was really something special, but I go in, you know, thinking it could be dead, it could be tons of people, it could be, you know, it could be all matter of things. I don't have control over that, and I think sort of that aspect of surrendering control and just like, you know, I enjoy Sonic Adventure 2 battle in and of itself. If no one was here to watch, I'm like, hey, you know, I get a video out of it. I like watching my videos every now and again, you know, just not every now and again. I try to watch to improve content and see if, like, oh, you know, like, is this a funny moment, or like, how could I, you know, like, try and up my game? But also it's like, yeah, it feels nice to create something, you know, something to be proud of. But that being said, for me being like calm and collected, Knuckles has an awesome voice. Oh, we're getting some double pet action, and this is efficient. Terrific. Honestly, we might make Ren a hero the way we're going. Well, I'll think about it. But so, for me being calm and collected, just to give some insight for that. Oh shit, I forgot that we were doing the story mode. I've got a lot of experience performing, and I did a lot of like high school improv and stuff like that. I'm not a pro or anything like that, but you know, I consider myself an entertainer at heart. That's what I really care about. I like, oh shit, I like having a good time. I like you know, giving, you know, making people laugh, making people smile. You know, like if I can make someone's day a little bit better, I think I've done something good. I think I've done something that actually, like, like, it's not just like, oh, I've done something nice. Like, no, if you make someone's day a little bit better, that fucking matters. That's actually, like, I joke around and stuff, but that's a really big deal. Just being someone who could make things a little bit better, even if it's just that. That, to me, that's, like, you need people like that in your life, and I think, I don't want to say like, oh, you have to be a super nice person all the time, but I do think that each person has a bit of a individual obligation to try and make things a little better, to, you know, do what they can to you know, even if it's say nice things in the Twitch chat and things like that, you know, that's, you're making my day better. You guys are making my day a hell of a lot better, and I'm extremely grateful for it. But let me take a look at the chat. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's it's. I just read your comment, Renji. That's a good point, and I agree with that. And it's just like, I guess my thought, and this is just like, this is to a certain. There are people out there who really, like, I say like, oh, I don't care if everyone doesn't like me. If it mattered for everyone to like me, it'd be hard for me to care about it, you know? Like, I'm someone who just naturally, that's not, I don't think, like, I don't think of, no, not everyone's gonna like me as some sort of, like, throwing in the towel or something like that, like I'm giving up on something. Some people think, oh, well, everyone's not gonna like you, then, you know, what's the point? You know, you're gonna have haters and stuff. Like, I mean, you can't control haters at the end of the day, but I guess my thought is, if someone doesn't like me, or if someone doesn't, you know, like, for the content I'm making, I'm a part of it. You know, I've got my face here and my mic. If I didn't want to be a part of it, I'd mute the audio or something. I don't know. If I didn't want you to see my face, I'd you know, now you can have virtual faces. It's a beautiful time to be alive. You know, everyone gets to do things the way they want to do things. But I guess my thought is that, like, it just, people's time is limited, and not everyone has the same thing they want to do. If someone doesn't like me or my content, like, oh shit, I thought I had one ring on me. Oh god. Please.
Here I come. Get ready. Quick wave.
That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Okay. That's good.
Here I come. Get ready.
It'd just be like a waste of my time and theirs for, like, that to continue, you know? It's like, to a certain degree, you either have to change yourself a lot for someone to like you, or, you know, I mean, you can't change yourself a little. There might be one nitpicky thing that a person doesn't like about another person, but it's to say that, like, for some people, the only way for them to like you is for you to... Oh, no. God damn it! Well, it's a good time to check the chat.
Very well. If that's
Take a
how
look
you
in a
want to
sec. I just
play,
want to pause
I will
before she
take it from you.
goes flying in on me. Omocha, you better not... Shh. No shit! Memorize her attack patterns. I have to be quiet. God damn. Thank you, Omocha. Great. But yeah, like, if someone is spending time watching content that has me in it that they don't enjoy, I'm keeping them from watching content for someone they might actually enjoy. You know, I don't want to waste their time. And then they're like, man, like, why isn't your content better? I'm like, I didn't ask for you to go find what you want, you know? Like, I don't want to keep anyone here who doesn't, you know, who's not having a radical time. You know, that'd be the opposite of my goal. But for those who want to stay, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna take a look. Yeah, I mean, for Mr. Beast, exactly, that's exactly what I was worried about. Just get hit right away. Yeah, for Mr. Beast, like, I don't know enough about him to make, like, an overall judgment for him, but that's the thing, is, like, it's the same idea of, like, just being nice or try to put some good into the world. Like, it doesn't matter who you are for that. Like, same for Mr. Beast with his content, you know? It's almost like, even if, like, if you're someone who's selling things like, oh, this person sucks or whatever, you know, like, if someone, like, if you think a person sucks, you shouldn't think they should stop attempting to make someone else's day better, you know? It's like, there might be a time where someone you don't like is able to help someone that you're not able to help, and that person really needs help, and, like, that, you know, anyone who's able to give help should be given it. That's just the way it is, you know? It should. So, to that extent, like, yeah, Mr. Beast is making content off of, God damn, she's getting relentless. He's making content where, like, he's curing blindness and, you know, and planting trees and things like that, you know, he's being, like, effectively a philanthropist. He's investing in the world and humanity and, you know, doing stuff that is, like, generally considered selfless, but sustaining a career off of it, which a career that is causing more selfless things to be done, you know, like, hell yeah, there we go.
Get away
like,
from my emerald.
If he does selfless things, makes money, puts money into doing more selfless things that net him more money to do selfless things, are you mad at the money part of that? Like, if you feel like not enough money is going towards it, that's an argument. But, like, if you're angry that he's sustaining the capacity to do good things, like, I'm not even saying this is someone who watches his videos. I'm just saying this is someone who, like, you could be anyone, any YouTuber could do that. Hell, if more YouTubers start doing that, like, technically, people like Mr. Beast have less money because there's more competition,
Keep your hands
but
to yourself.
more people are doing good things, you know? It starts an era of people, like, so long as they're actually doing that stuff. There's cases where people are like, oh, I gave $100 to a homeless man, and then they proceed to not give $100 to a homeless man. Like, that's not good. But I like their banter. They're silly.
It sounds crazy.
What?
Fine, then just take them. They stink like echidnas do.
If that's what you thought,
See, that shit's racist, but I always forget about that part. I'm like, there's limited hedgehogs, but we know that, like, echidnas were, like, a race of people within this world. They stink of echidnas, too. Like, Jesus Christ. That's not nice to say, Rouge. Even if you're being, like, a tease or whatever to him, and just being playful and stuff. Even with the Jagdy models, they do a really job emoting there. Here we go. This level gets crazy. But yeah, just the idea. Oh no! What the heck? Yikes. Yeah, if a person's doing good, I think if we just in the same, if people see me and suddenly say, hey, just being chill and having a golden time is the way to do things, I'm gonna start doing my channel like that, and like that ends up, even if I don't get like money from that or followers or whatever, like, I'm glad that that's what's being put into the world, because like people have to live here. We want to be kind. We want to, make things easier for others. We want to, just like do what we can to make this a place worth being a part of. And golden times and radical moments in golden times and good company, in my experience, make that a much better deal. That's just that's my 2 cents on the matter. But hell, like, honestly, and like, I think part of that, it's why I play stuff like this. It's like, I think part of the good shit of life is just like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle has been enjoyable for me since I was a kid, and like, it's not necessarily enjoyable in the exact same way as when I was a kid, but I still love it. It's still a great game, and like, I think for me, ever since I was a kid, I've always been like, I remember being 13 years old and hacking my Nintendo Wii because I was trying to get custom costumes for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And I didn't succeed in that at the time, but I did learn about, emulators and things like that and all that business. I remember running, when I didn't have the cartridge for it, I played it as a little kid. I remember, so as a little kid, I played Pokemon Ruby. That was like, I think I played a Pokemon game before that, maybe, just like from like an older cousin or something like that. But that was like the first I mean, you can see Mudkip in the back and stuff. Mudkip's my favorite Pokemon, period. But that's like, that was the first Pokemon game that was truly mine. That was like, that was my first Pokemon experience, and it's the first Pokemon game I beat. Shoot. I want to get hurt here. Nope. Get some rings. But I was like a little kid when I got that game, and eventually I lost the cartridge for it. So I just, like, that was not, back then I just wasn't able to play it. I didn't know how else to access it. And I remember as a little kid, learning, when I was 13, like, learning how to do the Brawl stuff and getting the homebrew channel on my Wii and all that business. And I couldn't get the Brawl mods running, but I was like learning about emulators and just like kind of reading it and thinking like, this all sounds too good to be true, just like skeptic but optimistic. And I remember the feeling of playing my Wii, holding not this GameCube controller, but a GameCube controller in my hands, and watching the Pokemon Ruby logo pop up on the screen. and it was just like, my heart was just like, oh my god, like I was so happy. I was like so joyful, and I beat the whole game on there. You know, it wasn't just like a novelty or anything like that. Like, I really got a great experience out of that, and I think it's, for a lot of people, so with that, I always loved Ruby, you know, it was, I never stopped loving Ruby, but I did stop having access to Ruby. I did stop, you know, like, and I wasn't able to watch people playing Ruby back then either, so even if I just wanted to, like, see gameplay of it, that wasn't going to happen either. That was, you know, when I was 13, YouTube was around by then, but, like, when I was a little kid and I lost the game, I couldn't go on YouTube or anything like that, I don't think, but, it depends on when I lost it, I guess, but, no, I honestly, no, YouTube was not a thing when I lost that game, but seeing, you know, Pokemon Ruby, it just, like, I wasn't able to access it, but I loved it. It was a game that I would have loved to play as much as I wanted to, and I don't know if I would have been playing it a ton if I still had it, you know, if I had never lost the cartridge, but I would have, you know, come back to it. It's not like I would have stopped playing it, especially because I, you know, went back to it and rediscovered it and stuff, and I think for me, I've known how to do emulators and gaming stuff, and I've always been playing games and seeking out games really my whole life, you know, that's been easy to me. I think there's a lot of people out there who games weren't as big a part of their, like, for me and my cousins, like, we played a lot of Mario Party, we played a lot of Kirby Air Ride, we played a lot of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and Chao Garden and stuff like that, and we had a blast with it, and, you know, for me, I know how to get this up and running wherever I can and whenever I want, you know, and I know where to look for this information, like, for getting the game installed, like, I know how to get it running on the Wii U, or on a computer, or on a PS3, you know, there's multiple ways you can play this game, and not every game is that lucky, that's something to point out. A lot of games, you know, are locked to, there's plenty of games that are only available on, like, the PS3, and so, you know, Virtual Consoles change things, like, you know, thank God you can play Super Mario RPG on the Wii instead of just a Super Nintendo. His laugh is so funny there. You know, there's some games that are just console locked and stuff, but Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, you got a lot of options, but not everyone knows how to set up an emulator. Not everyone, even though it's easy, not everyone knows how to set up an emulator. Not everyone knows how, like, where to look for a game. Some people just think, like, oh, if I want to play Sonic, I gotta buy a GameCube, and I don't want to do that because the prices on Amazon look too expensive, you know? Like, people don't know where to look for information, or they might, you know, it might just be too much of a hassle for them to care, you know? It's like, if you had Mario Party 2 right in front of me, I'd play it, but if you're telling me I have to find a website and go to some site that you're saying is in a gray zone in terms of legality and download a file that could potentially have viruses, and I'm getting all these pop-ups on this website that you gave to me, what link do I click? Do I click this one? Do I, you know, it's like, to a certain degree, the people who know how to get access to the games they want know what they're doing. Know, you know, they have experience with that kind of semi-treacherous field, and not everyone has that knowledge. But I think stuff like this, I think, you know, like, seeing it, and, like, some of it is just a matter of people don't even think, like, some people, it's not to say that people think they're ignorant and they just, like, don't even know where to look for a game. To say some people just never check for stuff. Like, I was talking to my mom, like, the other day, and she's got an iPhone, and she uses the Notes app on her phone like a to-do list, and she never uses her to-do list. And I use my Notes app like a Notes app, right? As I'm writing down, like, notes and thoughts and things like that. And I'm like, Mom, you ever just, like, write down your thoughts instead of doing it like a to-do list and use the to-do list as a to-do list? She's like,
just made it.
Oh, wow, that's a really good idea. And I'm like, I know, but, you know, someone could start using something in any way and get to thinking, oh, it only works this one way. But then they, you know, they find someone else, you know, like, it's like, some people might not know that, there might come a day where someone's watching me stream Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and they're like, why is it cloudy right now? I thought, you know, I thought the background was blue, and I'm like, oh, I've got a mod, and, you know, like, that could be news for someone. They might even know that that's a thing that you can do. He looks so cool. Grubs is green. The Grubs is green around the other side. Yeah, so I guess my thought, like, earlier I was playing God Hand, you know, like over a week ago at this point, like a while back, and then after that I played Star Fox 64, and sometimes all it takes for someone to, like, jump back into a game is to see someone else playing it and be like, oh shit, that looks like fun, I want to play that, how do I do that, you know, and like they just boot it up on their computer and then boom, they're back in it, and they're having a radical time, and if I can help someone have a radical time, then I've done my goddamn job. So, those are just my thoughts on it. I know that was a mouthful, but, you know, I guess I got a lot to say, but, look at him go. If I give him any more swim stuff, here, I'll give him some fruit. He is close to evolving, so kind of, I might switch over to the dark. I'll do a quick dark level just so I could, like, get some chaos drives and feed him. Yeah, I know. God Hand is the type of game that, like, it's yeah, you get that itch. You're like, oh shit. You watch it and then you remember how good it is. And I think the same goes for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. You know, it's just that it's the type of game that, like, you know that it's good in the back of your head. You always, like, if someone says, hey, what do you think of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? You say, oh, I think it's a great game. You know, point blank, oh my gosh. I want to make Grubs a flyer too. I gotta make him a flyer too. Oh, but I think that's contradictory. Damn. Oh well. Oh man, he was zooming around. Damn. But I think he was wild charging because he's a boar. I like that. Yeah, let's give him some. I don't want him to drown anymore. Over 50. Ah! Oh yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. Like, honestly, if someone watches the stream and then they're like, oh man, if they leave to go play the game that I've played, like, I think I've initiated a good moment for them, I'd say. You know, it's weird. Oh, you can't swim yet? Okay, maybe I have to get to 100. Oh, he was just bouncing around. There's certain games where it's almost like, I'm gonna do the thing. If you don't know about the thing, you're about to see the thing. Oh wait, that's not the thing. That's just time. There we go. Oh, look at those pink clouds. Looks like the parking lot of a Walmart back there. Not the actual parking lot. I mean, like the sky. Whenever you're leaving a Walmart, it's always got that, like, Ren, you silly guy. Walmart's always got the most beautiful skies whenever you're leaving. I think there's some games where it's almost like it sucks when there's an amazing game that's hard to jump back into. Here, I've seen this cutscene plenty of times. I just kind of want to go to the dark story, but we'll take out Eggman. There's some games out there where it's like, oh man, I wanna play this game again. Like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is perfect for that. If you're like, I want to play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle again, hell yeah. You know what happens when you start playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle again? You start playing City Escape. You play Radical Highway. You play, you know, some really, really fun levels. Come on. Damn it! Ah, just mash in there. Like, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle has a very strong lead to it. And that's, like, something that really works in the game's favor. There we go. Let's focus on taking Eggman out. Nice, good. No. No rockets, no rockets. Oh, he's got a laser too? Oh, shit. I knew Tails did, but, oh no. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, like, there's some games that's just, like, I feel like Sonic games, if you want to play a Sonic game again, it's so easy to jump right into it. And the quality of the beginning will be enough to, like, the feeling of, like, oh, this is so good, it will push you through the lesser parts of it, you know? But I feel like for Pokemon games... Sorry, excuse me. Get a little stuffy.
Whoa, I wasn't sure if I could pull that one off. Somehow I managed to use the
Oh, it's one more... Here, I'll do this other Sonic level.
Chaos control?
But, what was I gonna say? For, like, Pokemon games, I feel like the beginning is kind of a slog, in the sense that, like, it just... It's like, I don't know, it's not, like, exciting enough. It's not, there's not enough action going on. There's not enough thought. You can't really, okay, I just had a thought. I was gonna say, you can't start off a Pokemon game with a full team. Here's a different thought. Why can't you start off a Pokemon game with a full team? In a Pokemon game with a full team, you could customize however you want, you know. It's if you start off with one Pokemon, you eventually get 6. You could start off with 6 and then get a different batch of 6 or something like that, you know. In Pokemon Coliseum, you start off with Umbreon and Espeon. If you want to see Pokemon Coliseum, well, you know, that's a radical time, and I'm all about radical time, so stay tuned. You know, that's I'm not going to say when, but Pokemon Coliseum is a game that I think a lot about, and I would absolutely be more than happy to play here. But to my point, that game's all double battle. You start off with 2 Pokemon, and there's nothing wrong with that. It works out just fine. You could get rid of, you could have a team full of 3 legendary dogs and a bunch of other random Pokemon and get rid of the 2 evolutions, or you could keep them the entire journey and try and come up with what you think is, like, the canon team for Wes. It's up to you. But nothing about having another Pokemon made that a tougher decision. I mean, I guess there's 2 Pokemon you kind of want to keep, because you always want to keep your starter, but if you got 2 evolutions, you know, it's almost like if you drop one, it kind of feels like a bummer, because it's like, oh, I'm not keeping the pair. I think that is what I did, actually, now that I say it out loud. I think, like, the last time I played Coliseum, I had Espeon on my team, but not Umbreon. And some people would do the opposite. Some people would have Umbreon a million times before they had Espeon. It's all a matter of preference. But, you know, it's almost like if you have 6 Pokemon, well, if there's a Pokemon you like better, you gotta switch out someone. So, if everyone, like, like, for other Pokemon games, it's almost like if you drop your, it feels a little wrong to drop your starter, and you always want to have a Pokemon that's been there with you for at least, like, I know about people who didn't use their red and blue or yellow starter, like they didn't use Pikachu or Charmander or Bulbasaur or Squirtle or whatever. Me, I'm a Squirtle man, I'll say it right now. Mudkip got me loyal to water types, so that's, although for Scarlet and Violet, I did go with Skeledirge and Boycoco. His design is just, like, so good, and I was not a huge fan of Quaxley necessarily, or what's the I'm trying to think of the duck's first evolution name. I don't know, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Anyway,
But yeah, so it's to say that, you know, some people drop their starter. Like for Red and Blue, I knew people who, they told me that they did not use the starter, and instead they just used Pidgey as their starter, and that was basically like their starter Pokemon, or they effectively treated it like their starter Pokemon, because it was there the whole journey and stuff, and it did most of the fighting for them. But, you know, that's, for some people, they don't like the feeling of that. It's like, oh man, how could you not use Charizard when you're going through the Kanto region? How could you not have Blastoise and Venusaur? Because, like, for most people, at least one of those Pokemon is inseparable from that experience. Even though they know, like, I use Blastoise, but, like, there's people out there who are like, oh, I can't imagine using Blastoise instead of Charizard, or like, I can't imagine using Venusaur instead of Blastoise, or something like that. But if you have, like, suddenly, if you have a team of 6, it becomes, like, it's almost like more of a decision to not change Pokemon. You know, whether you keep half that roster, none of it, one Pokemon, you know, like, some people just want to have one OG. That's the reason they have their starter. You know, they'll get rid of any other Pokemon on their team, but the starter, they have to be there to the very end, from the beginning to the end. That's their ride or die. But if you have 6, you know, like, it's almost like, hey, rather than having 3 starters that you have to choose, you have 6 starters that you could, you know, like, you know, make your own decision for. You know, are they all, like, some people, when you really think about it, there's someone out there who, like, for Yellow, they were finally able to create their dream of having a team of Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. Even though that's not necessarily, like, super balanced per se, that's not like oh, that's an objectively powerful team. It's not a bad team, but it's a team that anyone playing Red and Blue would have to, you know, they'd have to do a lot of planning for something like that. They'd have to probably, you know, figure things out with a friend, or, you know, get 2 copies of the game as well as 2 Game Boys and have one game as the game you want to use. It's weird, like, you'd ultimately, if you had 2 games, there would ultimately be one that doesn't have all 3 starters, because there's no breeding in that first game. You could restart one, you could get a starter, transfer it over to one game. I keep missing that thing, I swear to God. You could do that, and it just keep transferring it. Oh, sweet. I don't know what was special about that one, but if that gets us over, that gets us over. You can just keep transferring and resetting until you have all 3 starters. But you're gonna have a copy of the game where you can't do that. And also, like, you kind of want to evolve your Pokemon. You don't want to just, like, beat the game with one file and then transfer over a fully, especially because that Pokemon won't listen to you. Oh no, I was gonna make that. No, I don't need that. Oh shit! Oh god damn it! There go all our rings. Oh, and we were doing so good too. I don't think we had any deaths up until that point. You know what? I saw a mod that kept your score even after you died. If I had that, I bet that would make getting it. Oh, god, are you serious? Thank you, Sonic. Yeah, there we go. Now we are rolling around at the speed of sound. Anyway, I'm dragging on at this point, but really... God damn it! Jeez. You gotta just go full throttle.
yeah, I think having a team of 6 Pokemon for the beginning of a Pokemon game, that could really just, like, that could get suddenly you could have tough battles. You could have battles against trainers who have, like, tough Pokemon, but not a lot of them, or a lot of weak Pokemon or something like that, you know, who, you know, your team's able to take out, or, you know, like, it could be the idea that you've got a whole team to take out a few Juggernaut Pokemon, or it's your team versus the enemy team. Like, you don't want, with Pokemon battles, they could get a little slow. What I'm pitching here, I think, makes more sense for Double Battle, as I'm saying it out loud, because those battles just go faster. But to say that, like, yeah, maybe having a 6v6 battle is slow, but having a bunch of 1v1 battles isn't necessarily better. And if you could do that, you know, it basically just gets you to the good part of Pokemon, which is, like, yeah, rather than, it's practically like having a rental team. You can think about it that way. Like, rather than having to, man, it's just, I'm saying that, imagine a Pokemon game where you have multiple, where they, like, take away one team and make you have to start with a new team. You know, that could also be interesting. That would, you know, allow you to, you know, experiment with lower level battles more. Like games like Pokemon Stadium, they have the Petite Cup, but for main Pokemon, it's just like, oh, the first 2 gyms. That's when you're dealing with low level stuff. Once beyond that, it's a lot less of that. But oh man,
barely made it.
I checked my phone and there was like a crack right over the follower number, so I was like, oh, what is that? But yeah, hell, I'm saying this right now. Someone could mod a Pokemon game so you just have a team of 6. Or you could choose a team of 6. Imagine that.
You know, what can I say? I die hard.
You know, you have, like, it starts you off with starter, maybe 3 commons, you know, where it's like a Rattata, or a Pidgey, or a Zigzagoon. You know, if you could do it across regions, you could have some real variety there. You could have something that, like, it's like, oh, you got some really unique teams. Even at the beginning of the game, you could go into the first gym. Like, a lot of Pokemon games, they allow you to have a unique, like, first gym experience by having the first route just have a ton of variety to it, which is not bad. I think that's a good thing. You want that. But, like, you could, if you gave, like, this is almost better for veteran players. For kids, you know, if you overwhelm them with decisions, they're okay, this level's a bitch. But you know what? We got a little better at this, so might as well show off our chops a little bit and take on Shadow the Hedgehog. But yeah, I just imagine that. You get 1 starter, 3 Pokemon that are considered common, you know, your Rattatas, your Pidgeys, your there's some cool common Pokemon out there. As I say that, like, you want to, some people, Sentret is their favorite Pokemon, or what's it called? The evolution. Burtail, I think that's what it is. This time I gotta make him do his special attack. Let's create distance. Nice. Just imagine you pick 1 starter, 3 commons, you know, 1 Pokemon that's considered, you know, kind of more uncommon, you know, something that, you know, you get midway through the game or something like that. And then something unique, you know, like, if you came out, like, okay, you could start Pokemon Ruby with a Mudkip, or you could start Pokemon, or let's say Omega Ruby, because, you know, you got more options there. But let's say start Omega Ruby with a Mudkip, a Rattata. So, like, I'm trying to think of like a cool bird Pokemon that you get early on. What's it in? Starly. Starly's cool. I like Starly. Or even like Pidove. You know, for Pidove, you know, that could go in 2 different ways. You know, depending on what gender you have.
attack again. Yeah, I'm just trying to build a hypothetical team here. Oh, hell yeah.
He's down for the count, baby. I'm thinking Mudkip. And this isn't even my ideal team. I'm just thinking of like a hypothetical starting team. You know, you got your Mudkip, you got Rattata, you got, you know, Starly. Maybe you throw Machoke in there, so you got a fighter. I can see it being common. You know, for commons, you don't just want it to be first route. You know, make it a Machoke, make it a Whismur, make it a, you know, something that comes a little later. But like a little later, not too late. But and then from there, you got Machop, Rattata, Mudkip, Starly, and what's a little rarer than that? You know, maybe thinking what's a good one? I want to get some Gen 2 action in there. Oh, how about a Mareep? Yeah, we'll get an Ampharos on that team. Oh yeah, you see, you got electric, you got water, electric, fighting. You're flying. Normal type, but hey, you know, it's a common. You don't want it to get too crazy. And then, you know, for the third Pokemon, make it an Absol, make it a Larvitar, make it a, you know, a Dratini. You know, like Dratini, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, such a cool line of Pokemon, but you only get access to them at the end of the game because they could feel a little broken sometimes. But like, okay, yeah, they're broken. What if the player gets to decide whether or not they use a broken Pokemon? You could say Mudkip's broken. You could say Charizard's broken. You could say getting a Mega Evolving Lucario midway through the game is broken. You don't have to use it. It's there. You know, it's having the option. And there's rare Pokemon that aren't necessarily powerful. Let's say you want to use a Castform on your team. Castform's not crazy, and you get them like halfway through the game. And by the time you get them, you probably got a bunch of stronger Pokemon. But if you have them through the very beginning, well, that's our little weather buddy, you know? We can't drop him. He's a part of the game, you know? It's suddenly, you're able to take a bunch of... And what if, you know, you beat the game and you unlock more starting Pokemon? Suddenly, the idea of starting again sounds enticing as opposed to, like, a slog, you know? That's just one way that you can make it better. But, I don't know. Maybe I'd fuck up Pokemon with that idea. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass and I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not a game designer. I'm just Golden Time Jack. Little old me. I don't know. I don't make Pokemon games, but you know. But as I'm saying this, if you really want to do that, here's the issue: is that you could do that, but you could do that by modding a game from the very beginning. You know, you start Pokemon Omega Ruby and then go in and change the file so you have whatever you want. You know, you could do that right now, but there's something about it, like, there's a reason that people play fan games instead of just making their own games, you know? If you go to the effort of, like, I would have to effectively implement artificial limitations for me to be able to, like, get the most out of that. But if someone else does it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing someone else's game. But yeah, oh, thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I think it's cool, but it's to say that like would that make Pokemon objectively better? I don't know. You know, it's something you'd have to consider the rest of the game. You know, you might say, oh, actually no, hold on. I was gonna say, are they gonna play the little cutscene?
Chaos control.
Space
Desperation.
Supersonic.
Collision.
Untamed power.
Supersonic.
Professor Gerald,
The truth about 50 years ago.
Sonic Adventure 2. Last episode. Wishes are eternal.
God damn, I fucking love this game.
Stage.
But yeah, no, I think that if you were to do that, like, it'd be better if someone just did like a mod, or like, hell, like I could literally, if I wanted to, I could just like write down a set of rules, you know, like the 6-player. But yeah, if you were to do that and take that into vanilla Pokemon game, you'd be steamrolling the beginning in a lot of ways, or at least it's better to have a Pokemon game that's adjusted for that. Or maybe that's what you do. Maybe you take a hard mod of a Pokemon game and then do that. Ooh, I like that idea, you know? Hey, you got a problem? Like, oh, you make a mod and you got a problem? Just do more mods, you know? Hey, mods solve everything. That is the solution. That's the moral of the story. But yeah, goddamn, I'm saying that now. I kind of want to try that. Actually, you know what? I could do that, but I think the issue for Twitch and Pokemon is that everyone wants to play Pokemon. Like I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it before. You know, if you haven't heard of this before, then you know, just because we're playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle doesn't mean we can't talk about other golden games. So I'm not like I love fan games. I love modded games. I'm a big supporter of that. I think, you know, games are made by people. Point blank. That is just that's the fact of the matter. People make games. It's not companies that make games, it's companies that hire people. Those are the things that make games. And they have standards, but so do people. People are able to make something that is someone could have made Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on their own time if they wanted to. I mean, hell, people, you know, reverse engineer stuff. Yeah, so it's to say that there are fan projects out there that are just as good, if not significantly better, than something made by a company full of employees and, you know, shareholders and all the decisions that go into a company. But crap, we're close. I don't want to get hurt. Although I'd like to get a Chow box if we can. Although I can just go back to the guard manually. Anyway, like, basically, I'm not quick to say, oh, you gotta play this fan game, but every now and again there are some fan games that are truly exceptional, like in a league of their own. And I think one game that, if it isn't there, I think like one game that is incredible, and I think it's gonna get better as time goes on, is a game called Pokemon Infinite Fusion. For those of you who don't know about it, it's a Pokemon fan game, and you play through it includes Kanto and Johto and a bunch of other stuff, and there's a bunch of, you know, Pokemon from a bunch of different generations. But here's the caveat. Any two Pokemon in the game you could fuse together, and there will be custom stats, or like average stats, and their type. Like there's a whole mechanics based around how fusion works. But you could take any Pokemon in the game and fuse them together, effectively turning your team of 6 into a team of 12 in a spiritual sense, you know? And you can unfuse too, so like you could have like base Pokemon that are always part of your team, but you're fusing them with different legendaries and stuff like that. You could approach it in a bunch of different ways. It's awesome. It sounds cool because it is cool. It's and like people, it's got a ton of support from like the community behind it. It's got, you know, people making sprites for it, and there's tons, and I think there's over 100,000 custom sprites in the game right now. There's a lot of sprites that are just auto-generated. You know, there's an algorithm for combining Pokemon, and I don't know how they do it, but it's like there's automated ones that do not look nearly as good as the custom ones. But it's to say that there's so many custom ones, and there's also a lot of automated ones that actually look really good. So it's like, at that point, who cares? Who gives a shit, you know? I'm gonna wait for it to evolve at this point. Well, I shouldn't give him too many goodies, or else he'll become neutral. There we go. Yes. Grubs for the grubs. Grubs for the grubs. Yes. Oh, Pokemon Infinite Fusion can get very cursed. Absolutely. It's funny. You know, I love it. That's, you know, it's like it reintroduces the feeling of discovery to Pokemon, and like, you know, you can't dream of catching them all in a game like that, so might as well just like make the most of it, get the fusions that you want. Like for my team, I beat it, like, and I had so much fun with it. It was such a great game. But my team, I had, it was, in the end, it was Blastoise and Charizard fused together, Flygon and Togekiss, Nidoking and Noctowl. Crap, I'm trying to think of the game. Like, Alakazam and Ampharos, that was cool. I had a Marowak and Gengar that was fused together. And then I had one more that I can't remember. But I had a bunch of other cool ones, too. Like, that was the thing. I was able to, like, switch out Pokemon. Oh my god, I had a Shedinja mixed with Bisharp that I named Melania. And they had a Wonder Guard, so they could, like, I think they could only get hit by fire. And it was 4 times effective, but it didn't matter, because they only had 1 HP. You know, I had a Umbreon mixed with Lucario, I had a Meganium mixed with Raichu. Like, there's so many cool Pokemon, and I could go back and discover even more cool Pokemon. Hell, the Aegislash, all the Aegislash fusions alone all look super badass. There's certain Pokemon to get, like, people make a point of making custom sprites specifically for them. Like, Gardevoir's got a ton, Aegislash has a ton, starters have a ton. Here, I'm going to play a little bit longer, and then we'll call it in for the night. I don't want to go too long, but we're having a lot of golden times, but eventually we have to, you know, we have to save, we have to get our rest for more golden times. That's how life works. You have golden times, and then you sleep and do shit so that you can have more golden times. That's how it goes. That's the beauty of living right there. Let's do a Tails level so we can get some Chaos Drives. But I love Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Honestly, so I'll say this. I would like to make content for it. I think that'd be cool. Like when I first played it, I was like, oh man, this would be so cool to stream, because you never know what you're gonna see. You know, you're gonna see a bunch of crazy, especially if you do the randomizer mode. You have no idea what's gonna pop up there. That perfect example of a game that makes the beginning really exciting with the randomizer. You know, you could be encountering like a Groudon and Bidoof fusion in the first round of the game. Who knows? But so Pokemon Infinite Fusion, it's a great game. It's got some really cool shit to it. I am not the first person to think of that. Oh shoot. That's fine, because we're trying to... Oh, actually, we're trying to get rings. So the level loops if you don't get enough rings. So really, if I, like... Normally, if I was annoyed enough, I'd just restart there, but it's like, it's fine, I'm just talking and stuff, but, and we'll call it in after this one. We'll feed our chows, and then we'll give ourselves a golden time goodbye. You know, we've had many, hell, this has been a radical day, oh man, they're all hovering about the sand, so I can't get the drives. Tragic. But basically, I think playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion is a good idea, but so do a lot of people on Twitch. It is a heavily streamed game right now, and unfortunately, like, even with I'm very lucky in the sense that I have people who like you, Ren, you're joining me in the chat and having a radical time, and that's like, I'm lucky that I have people who want to watch my stream and will tune in again. But even with that, it is a incredibly populated space, and like it's hard to get someone. Like, even if you have like thousands of subscribers, I'm sure thousands of followers, I doubt it would be like, you'd have to be kind of at the top of that list to be discovered there. You could be watched there by people, certainly, but unless you've got like a huge following already, you're kind of, you know, if you're trying to grow, you're not doing yourself too many favors there. So, you know, so maybe it's not the perfect game for streaming, but it wasn't necessarily made for streaming. It was made for having a good time. And it does an exceptional job of that. So many things are just gonna bomb me here. I don't want to. There's so many like accidental deaths and enemies shooting out lasers that I could very easily lose all my money. But be a little extra careful. Where am I supposed to go? Oh wait, silly me. I do think like. I think the issue Pokemon games have that randomizers can get around is, I mean, hell, Sonic has randomizers too. Everything seems to be benefiting from a randomizer, just in terms of keeping things varied and stuff. Actually, can I go in here? I thought he had the flu. Oh well. That's okay. Literally, what was I going to say? I completely blanked. Oh my goodness. Oh well. If it comes back to me, it'll come back to me. But, Jesus. Yeah, it was, you know, Infinite Fusion. It was made for people to enjoy it. You know, it wasn't just made for content or anything like that. It is interesting to think about the game. Like, yeah, I've said how God Hand is like fun to watch and like, you know, fun to play and stuff like that. But it's weird how certain games made way in the past suddenly became really good for streaming content. You know, like I don't think Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is perfect for streaming, but God. Here we go, round 2, baby. Good start though. But it's interesting to think that like a game that was made, that a game could serve a purpose that was made, that came up like several years after the game was even created. It's similar to the Mario movie having like a world that was, like the Mario movie was using the pieces of the original Mario game in addition to a bunch of other stuff, but the fact that they could, you know, at this point I just want to get the rings. Is there anything I'm missing here? It's like the fact that they can take the Mario world and make something cohesive out of that, that's... Oh, just a skunk. Cool. Great, thanks. Is that a cheetah or tiger or... I don't know. Yeah, like it's interesting when something just time happens and something finds a new purpose. You know, suddenly, like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle went from a, oh my God, fuck this. We're feeding drives.
Character select.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a cool shadow level because those are fun and I like those. And then from there we'll call it a night. The Tails level for getting coins is just a hassle. Oh, buddy, no, no, no. You're a runner, you're not a swimmer. I mean, you're a runner and a tripper. You are certainly not a swimmer. Here. Let's help you with that. Ray, you are well on your way to not drowning anymore. Beautiful times ahead. So I do think fly and swim are contradicting, but I'll just have it ready to go for when he's gonna evolve. Because when that happens, like, I love seeing Grub swim, but the idea of seeing him fly, that's gonna be fantastic. Oh, Ren's sleeping too. Oh man, they're getting sleepy. I bet everyone, you know, it's sleepy time. The world's just showing that's what it is. So, oh wait, are they rising? Nope. Even the chows get tuckered out from the radical times.
Give us a good level, Shadow. Yes! Yes! Yeah, I mean, their legacy lives on through Devil May Cry. Their legacy lives on through... Weren't they, like, Devil May Cry... Like, didn't Clover Studios go on to... Or, like, people from that team go on to make up the team that did Devil May Cry? I'm pretty sure that's the case, because I think it went... The people who did God Hand... Like, Clover went on to do Devil May Cry... And then that went on to create Bayonetta. So it's to say that, like, God Hand, the game, and, you know, the team that made it, like, yeah, that went under. It did not, to my understanding, God Hand did not do commercially well. But, you know, the gamers spoke. The gamers decided that it had, you know, the makings of something that deserved to be a part of other games, and it shows. But, yeah, it is. I think that happened to with BioShock Infinite as well, where like it was like BioShock Infinite was hugely successful, but I also think it was like the most pirated game at the time of its release or something like that. It really, a lot of people pirated it, and yeah, there you go. They went on to Platinum. That's it. I was trying. Yeah, exactly. Platinum. I like Devil May Cry is not Platinum, but that's Bayo. Yeah. It's like I didn't have Platinum games in my head, but I was like, oh yeah, of course, Platinum games. Fucker! God damn, they do not want us to get 100 rings. It's like I want to do it fast, but see, that's nice and all, but I'd like rings instead. But yeah, you know, like, that's, God Hand as a whole, you know, it's weird, like, the gameplay of God Hand lives on through, like, beat-em-ups like that, and it's not quite the same, certainly. Like, people, Bayonetta and God Hand are wildly different games. That is just, if you went into, if you're like, oh, I love Bayonetta, I'm gonna play God Hand, because God Hand is like Bayonetta. Yeah, good luck with that. Have fun. But I was gonna say, like the spirit of God Hand in terms of gameplay, that has continued on. But I was seeing clips of you know, Resident Evil 4, and that also, I think, had people who worked on God Hand working on it. And I'm gonna try to get those rings, but oh well. Shoot, that was a close one. For that game's like, Bayonetta is like, you fight a bunch of, like, Bayonetta and Devil May Cry, they are similar to God Hand in the way that you are doing one-on-one battles, but you also have to be concerned with crowd control and combos and, you know, just like racking up damage in a flashy way. Like it's the better you get at the game, the more stylish you look, the flashier it gets. Here we go. Round 2, baby. But that's the gameplay. I wouldn't say, like, maybe Bayonetta and Devil May Cry are similar to God Hand in the way that they're smug and kind of like cheeky and stuff, but they are actually, you know, Bayonetta's, I say that, like, Bayonetta's actually decently similar to God Hand in terms of tone. Very campy characters and exaggerated and stuff, but the story's there, but it's not, like, too important. But where's I going with it for that? But for Resident Evil 4, its tone and stuff, even though it's a dark game, it's got a lot of moments that are shockingly reminiscent of God Hand in a way that I was like, oh wow, like it's suddenly like you go back, and I didn't have, at the time that I played Resident Evil 4, I'd never really heard of God Hand before. I knew nothing about it, but there you go, pal. Everyone's sleepy, so you get the goodies. You're gonna grow up big and strong. Yeah, buddy.
7 with that stamina. Hell yeah. But yeah, so God Hand in and of itself, it lives on in its own form, but the spirit of it lives on in other games, but in pieces. You know, it's not like there's a spiritual successor to God Hand that tries to be everything that God Hand is. But it had so many different ideas that so many different developers said, oh wow, I want to put this in my game. I want to have exaggerated characters. I want to have crazy combos. I want to have, you know, like really well-designed enemies, you know, a posse of villains, you know, gathered around a table. It's a game full of ideas, and really, with so many great ideas, you can't go wrong. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a radical time. For you newcomers, thank you so much for joining me. You've made an incredible night for me, and I hope I've made a radical night for you. So thank you for joining me. As always, I'm Golden Time Jack. If you like what you saw here, make sure to go check out the Golden Time Jack YouTube channel. I post all my streams here, as well as some shorts and other fun content. But otherwise, I hope to see you again, and well, keep having a radical day. Till we see each other again, take care.